Okay, I'm gonna do that later. Flame. Because it is time. No more stalling. Yin Yang Sundering. Bound by the nether, the way is lost. Cold runs the water. Longing remains. I don't know if I'm ready. All this preparation and I don't even know if I'm ready. I can't get comfortable for fuck's sake. Okay. Let's go. Heaven and earth dwell in chaos. Yin and Yang have lost their way. While the day belongs to the mortal realm, where the living may roam, the night is claimed by the nether realm, where ghosts run rife. Humans shall not venture forth in darkness, nor shall ghosts walk in the light. Thus the world of mortals is bound in eternal day, and the realm of spirits in perpetual night. Bruh. I'm already questioning shit from the PV, man. It's too bright. Can you tell I'm nervous? Twilight smothers the sky, and clouds swallow the last ray of sunlight, and the mortal realm sinks into darkness.
Help! Please stay back! Don't eat me!
The small shrine's worn doors burst open. A man collapses on the floor. Scrambling to his feet, he sees the room smothered in dust and thick cobwebs. On the altar, several broken statues sit beneath a wavering lamp. The flickering light makes their faces twist and shift in the shadows.
Is there an immortal who can help me? A ghost wants to devour me whole!
Cornered with no means of escaping, he falls to his knees and bangs his head on the floor, begging every statue he can see.
Spare me, and I'll give you everything I have! I swear, I'll rebuild this shrine!
I don't need wealth.
I'm sorry, why do those horns look like Silas's? Theories running rife in my brain. I need to double check something. That's fair. The lamp flashes. He looks up and sees all the statues have transformed into ghosts with green skin and long, jagged fangs.
Only fresh flesh can satisfy me. The world of mortals is now part of our domain. You can't run away forever. Come to me. Let me eat you.
I'm hungry, let me eat. Focus, Mer. Focus. The shadows vanish and candlesticks soar. They pierce the ghost's body and pin it against a pillar. The dim lamp flares and a cyan flame burns. Another lights up. And then another. Ghostly lit light manifests as if someone walks or descends steadily toward the shrine.
A realm for mortals. A domain for ghosts. I don't remember a mere flesh eater being the one to decide everything. You're bold, I admit. Very few can stand before me while bearing an endless stream of sins.
I have goosebumps from the way he's speaking right now. Like, not even kidding. Ooh. A golden lotus petal floats through the smoke and suddenly coils around the ghost's throat. It tightens.
You'd like to die sooner rather than later.
The scent of lotuses, albeit peculiar, permeates the air. The faint light reveals the face of the statue, situated in the highest position. It's expressionless, yet it seeps an intimidating aura.
An immortal is actually here.
Humph, my brother is stronger than most of these immortals. Having watched long enough from the shadows, I float towards the man. In this world, who can scare evil ghosts and make mortals panic?
The Lord of the Netherrealm? Oh, thank you, my lord. I'm grateful that you two saved me.
Your soul isn't pure. Pity. You'd rather deny your villainy than confess to it, yes?
No, I'd never...
Your soul won't be able to reincarnate. Maybe you can be useful elsewhere. I clap my hands. The ghost falls from the pillar and lies on the floor. It doesn't run. Rather, it stares at the man, hunger clear in its eyes. Perhaps I'll let the ghost eat you. Then I'll devour it. Wouldn't that mean your death wasn't in vain? Sheesh.
No!
He's brutal. Once I've gotten my fill of seeing his dread, a lotus petal brushes the tassel beside my hair.
Stop teasing the poor fellow. He only has a few moments left to live. He knows his end is nigh.
Ah! Alright. Let's deal with the ghost. The ghost attempts to flee, but I leap and summon the soul guide bell. Its tolls resound. The ghost freezes and clutches its head before letting out a weak, dying whimper. Call out to Caleb. Caleb! 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 A cold light cuts the darkness and opens a large rift, pulling the ghost into its depths. There's the gravity rift, okay. I give the man on the ground a knowing smile and jump into the rift. Nether Falls. Mountains shift as a shadowy forest with glowing blossoms materializes. A thick layer of deathly aura fills the air. We have arrived in Nether Falls, the capital of the Netherrealm. The ghost struggles to crawl, and then a cold flash slices its arm. What a clean cut. Urgh. That's disgusting. You almost ruined the whatever.
Welcome to the depths of the Netherrealm. A malevolent ghost like you shouldn't be here.
Oh, shit. Summon the soul guide bell. Be quiet. I'll send you off now.
Your filth shouldn't touch her.
Yin and Yang in chaos. The gate standing between life and death. It's sealed. The two realms will crumble, and all souls shall be lost.
When did she jump on his head? Caleb, what did it say?
Ramblings before death aren't worth listening to. You're hungry? Again? Patience. The power in its soul beat is not very strong, but it'll do as a little treat for you.
What is happening? The fragrance is lovely, but... why is he so handsome? I still like your scent more. Holy...
You're not satisfied, and you dare to ask me for more.
I'm getting hints of God of Annihilation here. Like he's gonna annihilate that. I'm yours and you're mine. I can do whatever I want with you.
We are the most closely bound souls in this world. We can indulge in our heart's desires without restraint. You've reached your limit, but I'll give you more than this.
You said I couldn't take it. Damn, girl.
In this realm, only you can set me free from my shackles.
Then let's stay like this forever. We'll never be apart.
Of course. I'll offer my baby's sister everything she's wished for.
What's with that lotus? Also, them whimpers. I don't know what I expected. I thought this was gonna come later. That's what she said. But with the, I don't know what I expected, but surprise. Well then. Okay. I can't tell if you can hear my tummy rumbling or if that was just me messing with the mic, but here we are. Alright. With the rising sun and the with the rising sun and the waning moon, the world turned into an endless cycle between the mortal realm and the nether realm. While the mortal realm drifted without a ruler, the nether realm was held in the grip of a pair of siblings. Together they presided over the depths, wardens of the departed souls and scourges of the man-eating ghosts that ravaged the land. From their domain in the lightless netherfalls, they Brother, literally. From their domain in the lightless netherfalls, they walked the veil between the two realms, revered by the living as the lords of the nether realm. Only later did I come to know that those two lords were my big brother Caleb and I. I have forgotten when I first came to Nether Falls, or why I became the lord of the nether realm. Who was I before it all began? I only know one thing, that I must remain by Caleb's side, forever. If he was to rule the nether realm, then I would be the other of its lords. If he was to slay the man-eating ghosts, then I would learn to kill. For countless years, I have been my brother's inseparable shadow, aching with a single wish, for our time together to never end. Oops. All that noise. The sounds became clearer, and I opened my eyes. A garment is draped over me, but its owner is nowhere to be seen. What's happening? I walk past a stone screen depicting images of ghosts being slain. Above the hall, a massive, malevolent presence writhes in midair. Several claws reach out. Caleb sits on a throne made of bestial bones. His chin rests in his hands as he spins a floating lotus.
I planned to leave you barely alive for some time, but it's clear you don't appreciate my efforts. Truly, it's a shame my mercy was wasted.
Didn't Caleb and I capture it before? A month ago, Caleb took me to the northern mountains, which are hundreds of miles away from Nether Falls. We captured this malevolent ghost there. Its mind has fallen apart, but it can take on a human form. However, it's more vicious than the rest. I wanted to taste its... Why does it keep doing that? Alright, this is frustrating me. Huh! I wanted to taste its soul bead, but Caleb said it had another purpose. Lost in thought, I see the ghost's claws lunge toward Caleb. He curls the finger of his right hand. 5 golden lotus petals fly like arrows. They pierce its claws and twist them off.
Why are you in a...
Another petal floats toward me before increasing its size. It acts as a shield to block the foul blood. Caleb.
Come.
Oh, it's ads? Anyway, the petal coils around my waist, lifts me, and places me in Caleb's embrace. He remains composed. Lotus petals curl like beautiful, dangerous blades. A cold, unsettling aura surrounds the strange markings along his arms. He's normally quick when it comes to killing ghosts. Is he waiting for something? Let's try this clip thing again. A faint bluish-green glimmer. Oh my... A faint bluish-green glimmer flickers inside the ghost in mid-air.
I expected this.
Before I can even see him draw the nether seal near his throne, the ghost is reduced to ash beneath its blade. Fragmented chains fall into the ash behind a stone pillar. Several tiny shadows tremble as they huddle. So those nether wardens accidentally broke the seal on its chains. You said that the ghost was different and wanted to deal with it personally, but it's dead now. Isn't that a problem?
It doesn't matter. Once it proves to be useless, death becomes a kinder fate.
What were you going to do with it? When I asked my question, I discreetly signaled the wardens to run.
I'm heading out. Would you like to rest here, or walk in the world of mortals?
So he has no intention of telling me his objective. Nothing new. I don't ask him about it. Everyone has secrets. We're not an exception. but it doesn't matter so long as he's by my side. Can I join you?
You wish to follow me to Mount Dingshu? Are you certain?
I only want you to come back soon. Mount Dingshu stands at the edge of Nether Falls, its peak holding the world's yang energy. Meanwhile, the realm's yin energy is anchored at its base. It keeps this fractured world standing, but whenever I approach it, my body feels uncomfortable. So Caleb occasionally visits it. And as of late, he's been going there more and more frequently. Could it be related to that ghost?
Thank you for saving us.
Soft voices. I don't know what's going on. Like, this stuff is not working today. Soft voices reminiscent of mosquito buzzing drift out from under the throne. The Nether Wardens have crept out from their hiding place. They clumsily bow. Stone tags hang from their waists. I note the names that are carved into them: 79, 29, and 55, like from the event. I wouldn't say I saved you, and my brother isn't upset. In spite of his appearance, kind. The Nether Wardens all stare at me as if they've seen a ghost. Although they're referred to as Nether Wardens, they are actually the souls of children who died too early. They're too fragile to withstand the cycle of reincarnation, so they reside in the Nether Falls. Until their souls become strong enough for reincarnation, I let them handle small tasks such as guiding wayward souls. But their minds aren't more developed than a child's. Their clumsiness is a common sight.
Before, for one, was guarding the gate between the two realms. He fell asleep, and the Lord saw. Then.
Or one entered the cycle of reincarnation, and Caleb didn't punishment. And you need to learn how to speak better. Okay?
I heard the Lord's blade nether seal. Ghosts and humans can't be reborn if it touches them.
Then the deaths caused by it are justified. They can no longer be saved, so reincarnation isn't possible.
So, Lord Caleb isn't scary? Does he eat ghosts? Or human souls?
Your deaths were only recent. Don't believe the rumors. Caleb doesn't eat ghosts, and he certainly doesn't consume human souls either. The person who does that is me. I stare at the clean souls of the Nether Wardens and press my lips together. I can't let my hunger reveal itself. We are from the same source, yet Caleb isn't hungry. All the while, I crave the taste of ghosts and human souls. So he used soul beads to create a lotus pond. It will help me with my cultivation and feed me when hunger strikes. Oh.
When you're starving, visit this lotus pond. These blossoms have purified the soul bead's energy. They're pure, so you can eat them. However, promise me that you won't eat any more ghosts. And never.
That memory is lost in a haze, but I can still hear my voice. It's akin to a feeble whisper. Does this mean I'm a monster?
I am the Lord of the Nether Realm, and you're my sister, my equal. That means you're its ruler as well. What else could you possibly be?
Feels. I often wonder what happened to the memories I lost. But visiting the lotus pond became a habit, and cultivating with Caleb by my side became normal. In time, my doubts faded, till... Why am I hungry again? I ate a lot last night. This is my secret that I'm keeping from Caleb. My hunger has recently been too insatiable. Whether it's old fears resurfacing or my pride, I can't bring myself to tell him. Caleb comes back. I'll tell him I'm in the mortal realm. At the very least, I should stay away from these edible nether wardens. Yep. Alright, let's see how this... Super sensitive, so I'm just gonna test it out. In the event, because I don't want to keep messing up the...
Then we're of the same mind.
Let's see. Here's my jade pendant, my comb, and there's my other earring. I must have rolled into a corner when the box fell. So it works once. Okay, cool. They're merely trinkets. It's alright if you can't find it. I bought you those so you can have some variety. Blah 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 blah. That won't do. You never miss a single word of flattery, do you? Ooh! We spoiled, yo! You gave me these, so I remember where you obtained them. Which one is your favorite? All of them, of course. Dope, okay. I think it's fixed. We'll see how this goes. Meow, 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 meow. 12%. Whew! Wuling Village. Brother! Past the gate between the two realms, the Nether Falls night dissolves into a cold haze that belonged to the world of mortals. I see daylight presses down on bare, cold branches. Black branches. Ooh. One, dope as fuck. Two, black crow feathers. Oh god. Avalanche! Stop it. Stop it! I'm not part. Fine. Fell off. Whatever. My crow, my Caleb, kitty, and a bat. Go back up here. Oh yeah, and my apple. He's here too. He's just out of frame. Okay, okay. Ah! Nervous, guys. Also, I'm really hungry, just like MC, so I'm gonna have some of my protein bar. Okay, alright, here we are. The wind... I'm struggle bussing here, y'all. Huh. The wind shrieks reaches every corner of the street. Spirit script flutters. In the distance, firelight flickers beside a tree that's draped in silk ribbons. Humans move toward the mournful chants, their faces wrapped in coarse pieces of cloth. Only tired, fearful gazes are visible.
The ghosts ate 2 more. We always say not to leave your home once it's dark, yet they...
Some tragedies can't be prevented. Old Gao is dead, and his son has been missing for half a month. All the inauspicious signs can only mean he met a horrible fate.
Couldn't they just say 2 weeks? More humans have been dying to ghosts nowadays. The Nether Wardens in the Nether Falls will be overwhelmed if this continues.
Honor one's name and live. Defy it and die.
just a stream. This is just a stream of getting comfortable. Okay.
Live with good deeds. Villainy begets death.
At the end of the path, shadowy figures surround a clearing with 2 caskets. The inconsolable mourning a family weeps. I float to an old camphor. Below me is a masked spirit master who's leading the soul and sending right. Bones and fangs hang from her clothes, and her body and voice are akin to old wood. However, her aura commands reverence.
Husband and son are gone. How can an old woman live? Those damnable ghosts. Why didn't they eat me as well?
My wife started living with us only recently. How could fate unveil its cruelty now? Lord of the Netherrealm, please! I beseech you to kill that evil thing! Don't let it enter reincarnation!
However, the lords of the Netherrealm oversee the dead. Matters involving the living aren't under their purview. Caleb takes me along when he subdues malevolent ghosts for 2 reasons. To restore my strength, and because they're always a nuisance. Yet over time, people came to see us as protectors they could pray to. Can I be heard from here? Okay.
Lords of the Netherrealm, please watch over my parents. Several days ago, they began their journey home. Don't let them meet misfortune.
Lords of the Netherrealm, my betrothed was supposed to present his betrothal gifts, but he hasn't shown up for 2 days.
I owe Uncle Leo 2 taels of silver, and he's threatening to take my leg. My lord, please, let the ghost torment him.
Eesh. Exactly. I don't want to listen to any more ridiculous wishes. I disappear and float to the altar to inspect the offerings. They're plain and boring. I don't like them.
O Lord of the Netherrealm, the wandering soul has returned. The living bow to pay respects. The departed find peace.
The old spirit master forcefully swings the bronze bell, and everyone in the crowd kneels. The soul-sending rite ends. But the crowd doesn't disperse. They surge toward the spirit master's silk charms since they want one to ward off evil.
My lord.
She calmly separates herself from the noise and bows to me as I reveal myself again. At first I didn't believe the rumors about an old powerful spirit master residing here. Then she figured out my identity upon our first meeting. She's different from the other spirit masters. Despite knowing who I am, she has never shown a hint of fear. In addition, her ritual chants are pleasant. She also knows numerous tales that involve Caleb. Do you have any new stories? The one about Caleb fighting against 100 ghosts over a vast marsh was riveting.
Those fortunate enough to be saved tell all about what they witnessed. But since everyone reveres the Lord of the Netherrealm, rumors gain embellishments with each retelling, which makes them turn stranger by the day. I'm glad you are merciful and pay them no mind.
They make Caleb sound wonderful. When I'm told him those stories, he couldn't help but laugh. So keep sharing them with me. As for your payment, I'll select a good place for your reincarnation. The old spirit master thinks.
6 months ago, when I went to a village to make offerings to the Lord, I heard that within the local shrine,
Caleb appears on the first day of each month to punish ghosts. Told me about it all.
Then what about someone whose soul once strayed into the nether realm and saw the two lords?
Populating? I know how it unfolds.
Then I'm afraid you've heard all of my stories. Or perhaps you wish to hear a tale unrelated to the lords of the nether realm?
Is that interesting? A breeze stirs the bell. The old spirit master's voice takes on an airy quality. It drifts like mist.
Those who commune with spirits are called spirit masters. I'm fortunate to possess that title. But many, many years ago, there was a spirit master who conversed with all spirits. He divined fate and pacified calamities throughout the realms. His strength put him on par with the gods. One could say only he was worthy of being called a spirit master. He had his sister by his side, who was just as gifted and revered. For years, they only relied on each other, and he loved her more than anyone else.
She doesn't remove her mask, but as she speaks, its bestial eyes seemingly stare at the depths of my soul. Its gaze is dark, unblinking.
At the time, the world of mortals was simpler and chaotic. Yet it was pure. The sky was blue, and the mountains were green. The spirit master and his sister watched over all. Humans survived disasters and formed clans.
That Caleb and... What? Perfect beginnings normally lead to terrible incidents. How these tales operate. She's about to continue when shouting erupts nearby. The last remaining silk charms have allowed a brawl to break out. The stronger the spirit master, the stronger the charms. So, humans wanting one little charm is to be expected. One word is all it takes for blood to spill, and no charm can ward off such viciousness.
Forgive me, my lord. I must mediate.
That's unfortunate. Sighing, she leaves along with the unfinished story. Her disappointment is all that remains. Mood. Worthless offerings and no ending. Never mind, I'll wander around and find a lovely trinket for Caleb. Blood now stains the altar here. I walk away and that metallic stench stubbornly clings to the wind. I follow a hint of it and spot a gambler with blood-stained lips. He stumbled out before someone drags him back indoors. What? Nearby are two brothers with their blades drawn. They are ready to kill each other over a half-acre of land their father left. Huh. The blade, raised high with murderous intent, slips from the wielder's grasp at the very instant it's about to fall, spinning out of control straight towards me. How troublesome. A lotus petal appears before me. Ding! It catches the blade, and a faint fragrance reaches my nose. The street is silent, and then there are several crisp, crackling sounds. The first source is the suspended blade as it falls apart. Fragments touch the ground. Then the sound comes from two sets of bones being cleanly snapped. That's... ugh. The brothers collapse and scream. Chaos encroaches on the street.
The Lord of the Netherrealm? It's the Lord of the Netherrealm!
Nuh-uh. Terrified humans scatter. Shops slam their doors as the lotus petal lazily floats upward. That lotus is scent. Caleb! I navigate through the crowd to chase it. Once I'm away from the commotion, the petal returns and binds my waist. My body is lifted before it's placed into a familiar embrace. The petal brushes against my temple, and it's soon followed by cool fingertips.
Watching humans tear one another apart will ruin your eyes.
What should I look at then? His fingers shift, and a hairpin that was carved into resemble a lotus appears. He puts it in my hair.
My baby sister, who has beautiful eyes, should only look at beautiful things.
Okay. Ripples reflect shimmering light on the lake's surface. My head rests on Caleb's lap as he smooths my hair one strand at a time. Caleb, the mortal realm is growing more chaotic with each passing day.
Once a ghost tastes human blood, its hunger is bound to spiral out of control. Fortunately, ghosts are unfathomably foolish. If that weren't the case, the world of mortals would be nothing but carnage and ruins.
Caleb once told me that yin and yang constitute this world, but then the boundary between them blurs, and they mix and taint each other. Calamities increase as a result. Vengeful ghosts are born from that chaos while it's happening. But I don't think those ghosts are the only reason why the mortal realm is collapsing. Night falls. With a wave of his hand, the lotus in the center of the lake closes and dispels the barrier that's protecting the village. Many years ago, he sent out the Nether Wardens to plant the Nether Falls lotus seeds in every place inhabited by humans. These seeds carry life's spiritual energy. Once they take root and bloom, they can create barriers. With those in place, ghosts can only roam outside these locations. It makes catching them easy. So why did you close it?
Hounded by ghosts and battered by endless calamities, mortals struggle to survive. Their hearts becoming twisted, bitter malformations are par for the course. If I were in their place, I'd use anything and everything to ensure you're alive.
I would do the same. Ouch! I sat up too quickly and forgot he was still holding a strand of my hair. Caleb laughs and gently pushes me back down.
There's nothing wrong with what you said. Greed, wickedness, delusions, they'll never disappear. It doesn't matter how peaceful or unstable the world is. There shall be fighting, hatred, and wars, leaving rivers of blood in their wake. They, too, are bound to the perpetual cycle of reincarnation.
Continues braiding my hair. The eerie markings on a faint glow, and the reflected light sharpens the angle. Dazed, I stare at our reflections. He understands the machination, yet he carries none of it in his heart. Touches the water and spreads his fingers. Ripples freeze before transforming into a ray.
Do you wish for the mortal realm to be better?
This is very telling. I know very little about the world of mortals, yet I can't be bothered to care about their matters. What I do know is that Caleb is busier when the ghosts are rampant. Filth surrounding human souls worsens with each passing day. Nether Falls cannot rest because of its passing. Nether Falls cannot rest because of it. To be honest, looking at them disgusts me. I prefer pure souls, ones with a pleasant scent. I quickly close my mouth. Caleb laughs and pats my stomach.
I see. You're a goddess of thunder, not the lord of the Netherrealm. Now I know the source of the rumbling.
Hey, I'm sorry, I'm hungry. No. Alright, perhaps I'm slightly hungry. But only slightly. Excuse me. Excuse me. Caleb lifts me. I see the water's ripples in the moonlight. The moonlight and the ghosts hidden in the mist.
Come.
Behind me, he takes my hand and guides his fingers in the air to make the same array from earlier.
The barrier isn't present. Since we've cast the array as bait, every ghost within 100 li will appear. This should be enough for you to consider a feast.
You think so?
Let me teach you a new way to play this time.
Pardon? He catches a falling petal, and the bamboo curtain immediately rolls up. A shadowy figure shrieks at the pavilion. The petal cuts through the water-like moonlight to slice the ghost's throat. Wow! I immediately mimic his attack when I strike a ghost, but I use too much of my strength and it is skewered.
You've been taught lessons for several centuries, and yet panic is all it takes to make you return to your old methods.
Rude. I respond with a sheepish smile. I used to fight ghosts in a wild, haphazard manner, which always made me covered in grime. Caleb taught me elegant techniques over those hundreds of years. He even created intricate weapons for me. Can you demonstrate it to me again? I'll do it correctly this time.
Watch closely. When confronting weak ghosts, aim for the throat. The stronger ones.
Oh, he looks good. A ghost with whose murderous intent was palpable lunges towards us.
You aim at the spot between the eyes.
Eesh. His power flows through my fingertips and pulls my spiritual power to unleash a fatal strike.
Perfect. Do it like that.
What, flick the nipple? Psh. Excitement runs through me. Not long before the pavilion's floor is covered with soul beads. Seeing me easily deal with them, Caleb relaxes and starts braiding my hair again. What an image. He holds up different hairpins, hair clips, and earrings to my head, comparing them to one at a time.
Should I use a cyan ribbon or a red one?
A red. Red.
All right.
His fingers glide through my hair and weave the bright silk with each strand. Another braid appears. It's lovely. Thank you.
Don't get distracted.
Of course. I shift into a comfortable position against him and focus on the ghosts rushing towards us. Caleb, do you think there will be a day when we eradicate the last ghost of this world?
It's possible.
I heard ghosts never appeared in the mortal realm back then. That old spirit master said humans saw blue skies and green mountains a long time ago. I've never seen a blue sky before. His arms slightly tighten around my waist.
There shall be a day when we'll see. Those blue skies, crystalline rivers, and hills covered in flowers.
It's a promise, then. Though Netherfall's flowers are also beautiful, I like them. However, if all the ghosts disappear, I won't have anything to eat. That's not good.
When that day comes, you won't need soul beads anymore.
I won't feel hungry anymore? So I'll be like you?
Correct. I'll free you from your suffering.
Hello. Thanks. Banshee! Thank you! Yo! That scared the crap out of me. That's awesome. Ghost Viewer 97. A hype train? I've never had a hype train. Holy shit. What is this? This is awesome. My first hype train. I'm a big girl now. Look at me. Duh. I'm distracted now. I'm gonna go gift my hubby a thing, cause yeah. Unstable. Why does it keep saying my bitrate's unstable? I don't fucking know. The hype train is still going. Ah, the biddies! What happened to my biddies? Bitrate D's nuts. I'm like playing now with all of this. I don't know. Blah 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 blah. 6 subscribers. Husband, are you here? Unlock a random emote. I want to unlock a random emote. Can I do it? What's happening? Where's my quick stuff? Oh my god. I'm like... Can I see who all is here, please? Are you kidding? My hubby's not here? How dare. How dare. Fine, I'll sub him later. Not like that. Anyway. Here we go! Thank you, Banshee. That was awesome. My first hype train. I'm a big girl now. I eat a bite of food just to celebrate. Alright, alright. Let's go. Banshee, have I been, like, cutting out at all? If I have, just let me know. I'm trying to fix that. Anywho. As the ghost scream fades, I wrap my arm around his neck. Actually, I don't mind living like this. You used soul beads to create a lotus pond for me, and we cultivate every day. I'm happy. If all of them disappeared, I'll miss them. Caleb is quiet for several moments, and then he kisses the top of my head. Not the pop.
That won't happen. You'll have more to be happy about. The world we shall create is the one you want to see. And it doesn't matter how it changes. we'll always have each other.
One hour, 10 minutes for 2 chapters. Woo! Let's go! I'm not ready. That night, Caleb and I purged every malevolent ghost within 100 miles. The soul beads we harvested caused the lotuses of the Netherfalls to bloom overnight, and I basked in the abundance of their power. There he is! About time, my love. Yay! Thanks for the sub, my love. Level 2? I want to see the emote. Alright, I literally need to just focus. There we go. Whee! But within 2 days, the insatiable hunger clawed at me once more. With no ghosts left nearby— Focus up, woman! I know. With no ghosts left nearby to hunt, I nearly resorted to eating the lotuses I had just brought to bloom. I could do nothing but try to sleep, hoping to drift through the long, agonizing hours of starvation. But it hurts so much. Phew. It's not so much hunger that is an unbearable emptiness. A void that feels as if something is gnawing away at my body, carving a hollow chasm into my very soul. Anything. I would give anything if only it would satisfy me. No! Sluggish, I look up and see several faces. Some are terrified and others are stunned.
It hurts.
Didn't. Creature weakly twitches in my hand. And I look. 5-5 dangles from my hand and stares at me. And on his cheek is a bite mark shaped like a crescent moon. Did I do that? I almost devoured 5-5.
What happened?
The truth is out. Caleb. Caleb's eyes narrow. Sheesh! Then he grabs 5-5 and throws him toward the other Netherwardens. Fuck, man. The Jedi Banshee!
Take him and leave.
What have I done? Wasn't going to eat him. I didn't intend to. I don't know what's happening to me. What have I done? My words frantically tumble out. Guilt and fear crash into me.
Are you okay?
That simple question intensifies my guilt. Clumsily, I wipe my face. Wiping my face, I nod.
Don't worry. You did nothing wrong.
Oh, fuck.
It's simply your hunger.
Sorry.
I'm at fault. I should have cared for you better.
Stop that. No, the issue here is me. I'm so hungry. I even dreamt about devouring souls and mortals. My confession spills out in a trembling, broken mess. Am I turning into a monster?
Don't say that.
He hugs me and smooths out my hair, one strand at a time.
Human children are ravenous when they grow. You're no different from them.
But you're not like me, and only ghosts crave human souls. Oh, boy. Caleb, if I turn into a starving, vicious ghost, can you kill me in a gentle way? Caleb stiffens, his arms tighten around me. He speaks more softly.
Don't tell me you're so hungry that you can't think clearly.
Boy?
I'll be very upset if you say anything like that again.
His hand glides down my back. Cool spiritual power flows into.
I'll collect more soul beats for you. But it might take some time. Stay in Nether Falls. So long as you don't use your spiritual power, you'll recover. Be a good girl and wait for me.
Pardon? What did he say? A few days later, Caleb returned with a heavy hull of soul beads, though he stayed only long enough to deliver them before departing once more. After several such journeys, the lotuses were reborn and nourished into a vibrant bloom by the steady flow of beads. Having finally feasted, my strength began its slow return. But watching Caleb tire himself for my sake sparked a fierce new resolve within me. I had to find a way to cure the strange affliction, or at the very least, find a means to suppress the hunger for good. Though Caleb insisted that I rest, I couldn't bear to remain idle. I wanted to do whatever I could to ease his burden. And so I began to frequent the banks of the River of Oblivion, assisting the Nether Wardens by ladling out Oblivion dewdrops for the departed souls and seeing them off to the reincarnation dais. Excuse me. Then one day, 3 souls dressed in bridal finery caught my eye.
2 months ago, a ghost appeared in a cavern near our village. It trapped us in black mist. And then it started devouring us.
Didn't your village have lotuses or something to keep it at bay?
I'm not sure. Our old home was destroyed by a flood, so the village chief had us move to a new location.
Location? He's just finishing nails. I gotta be pretty for Caleb. Don't judge me, care of myself, brother. Okay. Thanks. I see. The village was moved, but the lotus barrier lotuses didn't move with it. It's the perfect opportunity for that ghost. It's so clever.
The ghost prefers young, beautiful women. So the villagers tied me up and sent me as an offering.
Wow.
They hoped it'd spare everyone else.
Fucked up.
That thing said it wouldn't touch anyone if they sent it a bride every 15 days. And those fools actually believed it. They picked you because you had no parents to
Excuse me.
protect you. I planned to kill that ghost when I was sent, but...
Are parents any good? I still died in the end.
It's 4.
They broke my father's legs. We were the poorest and easiest to bully.
Damn.
It doesn't matter anymore. At least I saw him before I died.
Ooh, someone in your family?
her lover. Before devouring us, the ghost took on the form of the person we loved the most. Betrothed, lovers, anyone will do.
Damn.
It's so we wouldn't fight back.
Damn! To mimic other humans, this ghost is either exceptionally strong or hiding a powerful artifact. I'm starving. It's time to find my meal. When will the next one be sent to that ghost? Fucked up. Painful for fuck up. Memory. Lib. Stay in the mortal realm, so she another world and devour everybody. My theories for now. 3 days from now, they will offer another maiden. I planned to wait for Caleb and deal with this matter together, but 2 days have passed and he still has yet to return to Nether Falls. I can't keep waiting. If that ghost escapes, I'll have nothing to eat. Night's moonlight is cold and bright as a frozen sun. Illuminates a wedding procession on the mountain path. Okay. Boop. 4 gaunt bearers carry a shabby bridal sedan. A wilted red flower. Muffled sobbing and struggling can be heard inside the sedan. A car knocks. Like the flick he does. Damn! I lift the curtain. There's a bride. Her hands and feet bound, desperately struggling. Ay, ay, ay. Shh, stop crying unless you want the ghost to appear sooner. Take off the bridal dress. I'll be the bride tonight. Don't return to that family of yours. Fuck them. I give her a lotus petal. Keep it. It shall guide you elsewhere. But run as far as you can. She bows to me again and again, then she hesitates.
But if I run away, what will happen to you?
I'll be alright. Too busy figuring out how to wear this ridiculous pile of silk. I wave to signal her to leave. In this world, there isn't a ghost who's foolish enough to let the laws touch me. I'm straight. Dan sways along the path for another hour, floated in onto a small boat which drifts cavern's depths. Everything is plunged in darkness, belonging to a coils like a sleeping. This is gonna be Caleb! Stirring silently in the shadows, wrapped in the suffocating layers of silk, its ceaseless jolting starts to annoy. Do mortal brides always suffer like this when they're about to be wed? Yeah. I wore a sundress and got married on the porch of a Starbucks in Hawaii. I was stubborn and didn't want to be get married on the beach, yet I regret that. One day I would love to wear. Cool. I rip the stifling veil off my face and toss it aside. Alright, my nails are all purdy-fied. Gotta wait for them to dry so I can be purdy for Caleb. If it wasn't for marrying someone you love, would a sane individual endure this? Thinking of those brides, dragged through misery and terror only to be wed to a ghost, death would be too kind a fate. It deserves a word. The boat shakes and slowly comes to a stop, wailing like a chorus of restless spirits with wind traverses the caves connected to one another. World beyond the sedan is brightened. Firelight dances on the river as footsteps approach and stop at the shore. Should I sob dramatically, pretend to be fainted? What will be more convincing? I fucking knew it! Suddenly a force yanks me from the sedan. I gasp before landing in a firm embrace. What the fuck, Caleb? Caleb, why are you? I recall the bride's words. No, this must be the ghost wearing my loved one's face to deceive me. But if the ghost picked Caleb, then my feelings must be embarrassingly clear. Even when danger is staring at me, embarrassment pricks my cheeks. I bite my lip and focus. If it can read the hearts of mortals, then of course it sensed mine. Must be using a powerful artifact. I'll play along and try to find it. That, I decided. I let tears well up in my eyes. Caleb, you're here for me? I knew you wouldn't let me marry that ghost. You're the only one I want. Artifacts that are usually kept close. Clinging to his arm, I pretend to sob while secretly checking for anything that's strange. His body doesn't have a ghost stench or murderous intent. His scent is the same faint lotus fragrance that Caleb carries. Because it's Caleb MC. Caleb.
You want to marry me?
Amused, he tilts my chin up. His eyes shimmer in the firelight and rippling water where gloom mingles with light. Of course. Of course, you're the person I love the most and I want to stay with you for a long, long time. Are you implying I can't do that?
Then we're of the same mind. In this world, I love you more than anyone else.
That's the thing! That's the thing! They say it in the event thing. I steady myself, despite knowing he isn't my Caleb, hearing those words from the face that still makes my heart. Hearing those words from that face still makes my heart flutter. Caleb moves his hand. Lanterns flare to life across the cavern to reveal a sea of red spider lily.
Flowers, moon, heaven and earth as our witnesses. Everything for a good wedding is present. Tonight is perfect for us. Hold on to me tightly. I'll treat it as your promise to stay by my side for a lifetime.
Without drawing attention, I drop a lotus seed from my sleeve while nodding and walking with him. You gotta look at me like that, dude. Come on. The cavern has been formed naturally, yet it's breathtaking. Walls are reminiscent of cliffs and stone arches curve overhead like frozen bridges. Oh, this is the red outfit. Ooh, this is the ghost. Patches of green light shimmering across the rocks. They're akin to stars scattered along the walls. Caleb seems to believe a love-struck bride who adores him. Surprisingly gentle. I slow my steps and he matches my pace without saying a word, while I pretend to stumble and reach for his waist, steadies me and holds me closer.
Careful now.
I believe my foot landed on something.
It's merely a rock.
I nod, but out of the corner of my eye, I see him turn the crushed bone beneath my foot into a cluster of spider lilies. The entire area must be part of his illusion. Bit. That's something. Tablet. When I look up again, a chamber located deeper in the cavern has been transformed into a true wedding hall. Colorful banners, golden bells, scarlet silk draped across the ground, and candles carved into long. I was gonna go long, but it's long. Bang, bathed the space in warm, bright light. Ooh.
I'm not well versed in mortal weddings, so I prepared what I could. If it's too simple, I'll hold a grander ceremony for you at another time.
How can that be? Both of us are here. Already perfect. A ghost staging his own wedding before eating a human. Is he a lonely widower? Caleb lifts one end of a wedding ribbon and places it in my hand. He's holding the other end. Tinged with the scent of flowers, a sharp chill spreads through the air. A dangerous allure softens his features.
I don't believe in heaven and earth, and there are no parents to oversee our vows. The ceremony.
Why must we place great significance on formalities? I'm marrying you. That's what matters. It's best if we finish this quickly. Besides, I refuse to let my first wedding be wasted on a ghost. He smiles before bowing to me with impeccable grace amidst candlelight and swaying flowers shadows. I'm caught off guard. I've only known him as awe-inspiring and fearsome. I never thought he could be so composed, so poised. And the way his gaze softens, how confidently he carries himself and his movements. It's uncanny. Can a ghost truly imitate Caleb this well? Noticing my momentary daze, he steps closer, takes my hand, and lifts it to his lips for a gentle kiss. Starting from
this moment, we belong to each other. Forever.
This isn't good. I might actually believe everything he's doing is real if I keep looking at his face. I try to come up with a distraction. Shouldn't we drink the nuptial wine?
That. We can enjoy it after. Following tradition, it must be brewed in the year of your birth. It shall age until the wedding night. Tonight was rather hasty. I don't want to give you anything that's less than flawless.
Now I don't know what to believe. He says he's not knowledgeable in mortal customs, yet he carefully thought about this whole wedding thing. I lean in with feigned affection as I quietly use my spiritual power to probe with him. I didn't find any artifact. Is he really a strong ghost? No, MC. Him. That means his soul bead is delicious. Oh, fuck. This is better. Once he lowers his guard and attacks, I'll finish him in one strike. All of a sudden, he pushed... Why are we having the Night of Secret rendezvous? All of a sudden, he pushed me onto the bed, and I'm stunned for a moment. What is he doing?
Why are you trying to hide?
His breath grazes my ear, and the tip of his nose brushes my neck. What is happening?
We've forgone the vows and wine. But our wedding night shouldn't be done in a hurry.
What? Huh? He wants to eat me and take advantage of the situation. What remains of my patient dissipates, and spiritual power flares in my hand. Unfazed, Caleb crushes the spiritual power as if he broke a twig. He lowers his head. What is happening? Alarmed, I try to summon a weapon, but I soon realize my power is being suppressed. My limbs become weak. What the fuck?
Rushing only results in you being unable to enjoy yourself.
Did he pin her down?
The night is long, and we have plenty of time. We can learn everything slowly.
He figured out that I'm not the bride the villagers sacrificed. MC, stop pretending. You're only doing this so you can eat me, yes? Oh, baby girl. I struggle quietly against my restraints, but I maintain a cold smile. Surrender yourself to me. I might keep a wisp of your soul, but if you attack me, I'll ensure you never reincarnate.
Is that so? Go on then. Or are you waiting for the barrier to form so it can swallow this entire cavern?
He holds up a lotus seed, the one I dropped earlier, and crushes it between his...
What will you do next?
I don't know, man. I'm shooketh. The evil spirit is stronger than I expected. However, I'm the Lord of the Netherrealm. I refuse to die like a helpless fool. Even if it costs me my life, your villainy ends today. Fight to the death. girl.
Enough. Don't make things worse for yourself.
The power I gathered is snuffed out. Then I feel familiar spiritual power wrap around my ankle. It spreads throughout my body. Moves through me at an unhurried, deliberate pace. I look up in surprise, only to accidentally breathe in the fragrance of lotuses. My God.
You still don't recognize me, even now. I'm upset, to be honest.
Gentle, familiar kisses trail down my neck and collarbone. I don't move, but then I realize it. Brother. Oh God, I shouldn't say that. Brother. Okay, those have improved. Our lips touch and I taste a familiar warmth. Caleb was the one marrying me this whole time. Damn it. Oh, what the fuck? Whew! That... Oh God, I want to save that line. That... Ooh, that alone. Alright, continuing. Caleb? No shit? Brother. Tell me to stop saying that. Jesus. The quotes around Caleb's name were hilarious. I know. I'm just like, Caleb, mm-hmm. Damn it! I wanted to save the line, but okay. Caleb's fingertips wander lazily across my skin. His touch is gentle, yet his voice is calm and steadfast. So then what has he been doing to all these souls? Is he the ghost?
That ghost is more cunning than I thought. It hid itself once it sensed my presence. I took its cavern and claimed its bride. It won't be able to restrain itself for long.
When did that happen?
To make it reveal itself, we need to be more passionate.
He leans down for another kiss. In intoxicating entanglement, our lips touch as his teeth graze my tongue. So what is like a Fuck. Ugh. My heart's beating really fast right now. They've improved. He got direction. No more pop squat. Whatever's. His spiritual power is akin to a cold spring water at first, and it transforms into a smoldering flame that gently embraces me.
Were you going to marry that ghost if I wasn't here? Tell me.
No. I did not say that. As I relax, a new kind of dizzy warmth takes over. I cling to his shoulders with an insistence of a vine winding around a sturdy tree. Scarlet curtains billow as we rise and fall. Oh my God. The scattered lights on the stone walls shine until my vision becomes hazy.
We're often in Nether Falls for this, but doing it in a different place can be surprisingly enjoyable. If you like it. We'll find another beautiful area once we return.
Shush. The world around me melts into shades of flushed crimson, and at times it feels like sinking into soft clouds, at others like drifting through a gentle stream. With an equal hunger to match his, I kiss and trace every part of his body, the bright and the gloomy. His hair cascades and is tangled with mine. It flows like water between our bodies, consumed by passion. As though a lotus seed is sinking into a pool and taking root. It sprouts and the current spirals through every part of it. New vibrant flowers bloom from the nourishment, their petals dripping with the cavern, a depth, a dark. Oh my god. I'm flabbergasted. My flabbers have been gasted. I can't talk properly right. Fuck. In the cavern's dark depths, a foul presence stirs. It encroaches like a web of cold, sticky threads. Yes, they are. That's all I gotta say. The walls explode and the wedding hall is destroyed. Only the bed remains untouched as an invisible barrier protects it.
You thief!
The horns looking like Silas.
How dare you steal my bride? She's mine. Mine!
That's some good acting, though.
She belongs to me.
Save! Oh boy, I'm saving that one. That's a good one. Brother. Stop saying brother. Caleb smooths my rumpled clothes with gentle, deliberate movements. His concentration hasn't wavered. Not even once. Hold on. Scheisse. Caleb, let me take care of it.
Very well. It has been quite some time since your last hunt. Consider it an appetizer.
I have no idea. Like, fiends? They look like fiends. Holding my sword, I leap and strike the ghost. Its claws, blackened with blood, fall to the ground. Blackened with blood. In the blink of an eye, liquid spurts from where I cut it. A new set of claws bursts forth. Hiding the fact I was startled, I thrust my blade into its brow, twist the weapon, and pull it out.
You ruined my face! Do you know how many skins I devoured to grow it?
It's hideous and not even worth a single strand of my brother's hair. Startled as its face, it's itself back together at a swift pace, and what's with this healing like Silas? I saw a bluish-green light when it healed. I turned toward Caleb. His expression has darkened.
You?
It stares at me, its gaze akin to brambles covered in thorny hooks.
You're my bride, but you help him kill me? I can smell it. You're like me. You also eat humans. Ah!
That exclamation mark is me. A cold gleaming silences it. Half of its jaw and skull tumble across the ground. Dope.
You're rather desperate to die,
delivered you to me!
That's giving me chills. Whew, it laughs hysterically and grows a new head. What the hell in the Hydra is this?
I'm grateful. Those centuries at Mount Dingshu, it was worse than death!
Is that like Mount Eternal? It escaped from Mount Dingshu. Why would a ghost be imprisoned?
You can't drag me back! Ah!
I'm getting goosebumps from the potential lore. Cold howling wind enveloped the cavern in a purgatory. With each step Caleb takes, ghostly flames surge to life.
Since only nonsense can leave your mouth, silencing you is the best choice.
It's regenerating again. What do we do?
We'll ensure it can never heal.
He swings his blade, blurring it into a dark streak that tears through the ghost. Downward cleave ignited with vivid azure and violet split. Within the sea of blue fire, not even ash remains. Only a single soul bead clatters to the ground. Blue fire. Fire. Why is it fire? The spider lilies around us wilt to reveal the truth. Dried pools of blood and scattered bone gleam under the shifting light. Caleb. Questions gather in my mind. Why did that creature also imply I was a ghost? What happened at Mount Dingshu? But the murderous aura curling around Caleb and the ghost's lingering wails prevent the words from leaving my throat. The remains of previous brides were abandoned here. Have a proper funeral. That looks like the red swirl background. There's going to be something here about it. Caleb doesn't make any remarks about how I changed the station. Instead, he strokes my head.
All right.
At dawn, Caleb destroys the rest of the cavern. As the collapsed gives way, mangled corpses appear. Retreat into the nearby forest and stay out of sight. Villagers arrive and gather the bodies for grief clouds every face. Curses directed at the ghost permeate.
I can smell it. You're like me. You also eat humans.
Ghosts always have awful words before they die. Shouldn't take it to heart. Yet, old doubts rise again. Who, or what am I?
Are you still thinking about how it said you're some kind of monster?
Huh? No. Well, maybe. The lie is too clumsy to fool him. Caleb only lets out a quiet chuckle.
What scares you the most?
Being separated from you.
In that case, is there a reason to worry about who you are? Even if you're a little monster, I'd still take care of you.
I have to say, that's so... Like, sheesh. Back in the blue
It'll be
outfit.
exactly like what I'm doing now. I'll find soul beads and dress you up in clothes and accessories that suit you. I'll bring you anything you like. So long as I'm here, there's no reason for you to be afraid.
Of course. Some of my doubts loosen their grip on my heart. Then another thought appears. The ghost mentioned Mount Dingshu and said it escaped from there. Did something happen there that stabilizes yin and yang? Why would a ghost be there in the first place?
Mount Dingshu has held heaven and earth for centuries. Too much time has passed, and calamities continue to appear. The array carved into its foundation was bound to falter. As for that ghost, I suppose it slipped past the weakened array and found itself trapped.
But its words seem to imply that Caleb was the reason why it couldn't leave Mount Dingshu. No, I can't let my faith in Caleb. The ghost's words shouldn't plant seeds of doubt. If Mount Dingshu is truly unstable, doesn't that mean it's dangerous? Shouldn't we fix the array?
Arrays from ancient times aren't that fragile. They're not going to fall apart even if they remain untouched for centuries. But, given our current situation, it technically is an issue.
He looks into the distance. The villagers have left the cavern and set the corpses on the ground.
I'm heading back to those interconnected caves. Assuming the ghost didn't lie, his escape wasn't by chance. Something else must be present. And I might find more remains that belong to its prey.
Soon after Caleb leaves, a gust sweeps through the area. Dirt rises and the scent of incense disperses with spirit script. What? Ghost has returned! The humans run away and abandon several caskets. I pluck a few leaves and turn them into thin sheets to cover the bride's remains. Then a glimmer of light blue filters across my vision. Dragonfly. Its translucent wings stir the mist like ripples on the water surface. The chime from an old bronze bell drifts. It's that old spirit master here?
We meet again, my lord.
Doing here? Deep within the mountains, this place is far from Wuling village. I'm uncertain as to how an elderly woman managed to arrive here.
I'm visiting an old friend, and this morning, a family asked me to send off their daughter's soul. But when I arrived, they told me she wasn't amongst the dead.
You must be referring to the bride I rescued. Masked Spirit Master shuffles, her legs unsteady. Then she bends down. Her fingertip, stained in cinnabar, traces the bone inside of the caskets.
Heaven and earth are in disarray. Yin and Yang are unbalanced. Turmoil eats the mortal realm that grows weaker with each passing day.
That's not good.
I've traveled south and past many empty villages. If this continues, more humans will die. Forgive me for being blunt, my lord. But can you truly watch mortals suffer as their world falls apart?
Damn. Caleb and I oversee the dead and only the dead. Mortal realm is worthy of your concern. Find the individual who rules it.
He who rules over the world of mortals. Who knows when he might appear?
And how is this related to me?
Although I may have instances of unruliness, this world might still have a glimmer of hope, should there be a hint of compassion in you. When someone is willing to bear the burden of saving all beings and balance yin and yang again, perhaps the mortal realm can be reborn.
I don't know whether to nod or shake my head. Not right. Why are you telling me this?
Please forgive me, my lord. An old woman can't help but want to ramble.
All right. Yes, you never finished that tale involving a certain spirit master. I don't want to hear her sigh again about saving the world, so I direct our conversation elsewhere. He and his sister protected humans from countless disasters. What happened to them?
He died.
Of course he wouldn't be alive now if he lived thousands of years ago.
He died in his fight to save the world of mortals.
Mist around us thickens. The dragonfly rests on the edge of the casket. It serves as a bright color in a scene with faded hue.
Peace didn't last long. The world splintered in a single night as the mortal realm collapsed. Wildfires turned mountains into barren fields. Rivers and lakes dried up. Starving humans wandered without a place to call home.
Chronophyte catastrophe?
And that's when the ghosts appeared.
Like wanderers? The mist starts to twist, seemingly claws at my vision, but maybe I'm imagining it.
To this day, some believe the first ghosts were humans driven mad by hunger. They butchered and devoured their own kind and fell into corruption as a result.
Is that another tale? You've been trying to imply something. What do you actually want to say?
You can treat it as a simple tale, my lord.
She doesn't wait for me to respond.
The Spirit Master arrived in a place called the Hesperion Reach. He struck the drum of heavenly decrees. It said the ancient relic can contact the heavens. Only someone with immense spiritual power could command it. Thus, the Spirit Master received the heavens' guidance and saved the mortal realm.
The drum of heavenly decrees. Hesperion Reach. I repeat those names in my mind.
To honor him, humans built a mausoleum and statues in Hesperion Reach. They worshipped and prayed to him every day and every night.
What about his sister? How is she supposed to live without him? Caleb isn't by my side. I can't bring myself to imagine it. As you can see, humans claim to remember his sacrifice, but no one spared a thought for the girl who had lost her brother. Mausoleums, statues, they're all pointless. Who cares?
Then, my lord, what would you give up if you could save everything?
My brother is my everything. I would never give him up.
That tells me all I need to know.
Strange feeling in my chest becomes more pronounced. My expression darkens as I materialize my blade and aim for her chest.
were you speaking to?
I think I saw that old spirit master from the village. Leaving out the details of our conversation, I explained what happened. Caleb's brow is slightly furrowed.
You don't need to be concerned about her. Even with a few peculiar tricks, she can't compare to the ghosts we've dealt with. Once we return to Nether Falls, I'll investigate who or what she actually is. Here, look at what I found.
Here are so many soul beads! The amount in Caleb's hands make my head spin.
The ghost didn't spare its own kin either. It saved us the trouble. Let's find a quiet place first. We'll purify these and the one it left so you can have a proper meal.
The next day, we follow the river to leave the mountains, but Caleb doesn't seem to be in a hurry to take me back to Nether Falls. Where are we going?
Is there a place you'd like to see?
I think. I've always followed Caleb. Being with him is enough to make me happy. However, if I must name a location, strange how that tale the old spirit master told me comes to mind. Caleb, have you ever heard of the Hesperian Reach?
Why are you suddenly interested in it?
That old spirit master mentioned it. I'm not sure why it sounds familiar. I feel as though I've heard it before. Fireflies drift along the riverbank. Caleb gathers a few, shapes them into a small glowing lantern, and places it in my hands.
The Hesperion Reach is the source of the River of Oblivion, which runs through Nether Falls. It's to the far west, and it's the place where the sun sets. Similar to Mount Dingshu, Yin and Yang converge there. But now, it's a ghost town.
What do you mean?
Only ghosts live there.
Okay. My eyes widen and he taps my head.
They're ancient, so they lack soul beads. You can't eat them. It's also why they're unable to leave. They're forever bound to the Hesperion Reach.
I nod. Then my retort escapes as a mutter. I pause and weigh my words. I want to see the Hesperion Reach. Must be a reason why that spirit master told me that story. What she wants to reveal involves the Hesperion Reach.
If you wish to visit it, then that's our destination. I plan to go there in any case.
Mm-hmm.
But you must promise me. Once we arrive, don't be upset.
Huh? This is the Hesperion Reach? A ghost town? Unable to believe my eyes, I look around. He took her somewhere else, didn't he? The Hesperion Reach was described as a city filled with spirits, yet it's more beautiful than most villages. I can almost believe the sunlight here is warm. Ghosts stroll under the sun as they move between homes and shops. There aren't many of them, yet I can sense the uncanny liveliness.
What a handsome spirit. Where did it come from?
I'm going to see where he settles down. I'll ask him to share a drink with me tonight, and...
What?
At your age? Do you think you still have a chance?
What the fuck?
Oh, please. You are at least 8 centuries older than I am.
Cat fight? No wonder he told me not to get angry. Jesus. I grit my teeth, wishing I could wrap Caleb in a blanket to hide him. The Hesperion Reach ghosts look stranger than the ones outside, and Caleb, who walks amongst them, stands out like a shining beacon. They don't dare to move closer because of Caleb's presence, but their hungry gaze keeps circling him.
Fiery little thing, aren't you? With a scrawny body, you crack someone's teeth. Who'd even want to? Ah!
The ghost's tongue is sliced into pieces, falls onto the ground, and writhes.
Since you can't use your tongue well, my little sister ought to enjoy some snacks.
Pardon? I don't need them. Tongues that can only ceaselessly flap. Yo, Halsey! Tongues that can only ceaselessly flap are disgusting.
You two! How dare you hurt the Hesperion Reach's most beautiful spirit! Everyone, grab something and... Ah!
What
the
is...
skull's shape is adequate. Unfortunately, it's not good enough to be a wine vessel.
Oh yeah, the last time I was here, I had my... Oh, it wasn't even live though, was it? I had my broski head, I had his head in my hand, like, you know, hello, to be or not to be. Now it's his full body, so, like, that's what that came to mind with Caleb saying wine vessel and stuff, so. He tosses the wine vessel aside and crushes it with his foot. Sheesh, so many crunches!
Who's next? Try to approach as a group. It'll save us time.
I know, right? I'm gonna say it. Nipple! Oh, oh. Back to where you... Okay. So floppy compared to the Silas ones. Whatever. It doesn't take long for the whispers to change to praising his handsomeness to saying he's terrifying and handsome. I mean... Before we arrived, Caleb disguised our spiritual power to resemble that of a ghost's. These hideous ghosts, now more battered, leave and clear a path. It's almost like they're imitating how humans live. Yes.
They've been isolated for so long that they started exhibiting behaviors from ancient times. They're attempting to return the Hesperion Reach to its former glory. And since they can't leave to hunt humans, they live off the beasts that wander in. The air here isn't as foul or corrupted as other locations in the mortal realm.
That explains why they're not as hideous as the ghosts I've seen prior. Their faces have a simplistic charm. I wonder if the era they're mimicking is the same one from that old Spirit Master story. I look at Caleb. Under the gentle sunlight, his sharp gaze has gotten softer. Caleb, you're here for a reason. Is it related to Mount Dingshu?
I can't hide anything from you.
You already said you were, dude. Come on.
I left something here a long time ago.
We about to find out, yo. What is it? I'll help you find it.
It's not urgent. I wouldn't say it's important, but it'll let Mount Dingshu's array last longer. A couple of 1,000 years.
This is what MC's face looked like when he said that.
If I find a lead, I'll ask for your assistance first.
Yeah. I didn't revoke the let him choose access, but I tend to put him in it every day. I do what Favorite Darkness did, put him in the Caleb in the Colonel hat. It's a very good combo. Yeah. I understand what he's implying. I need to save my strength because none of the Hesperion Reach's ghosts possess soul beads. I'll keep that in mind. And so we settle down in Hesperian Reach for the time being. Thanks to Caleb's reputation, every ghost we meet treats me with the utmost respect and answers all my questions.
How long have I lived here? I don't remember. There was once a mountain nearby, but it's been reduced to rubble. If we talked about the years before that, the Hesperian Reach still looked like this, and I was still a chef.
Excuse me.
Some tried to leave, but they couldn't reach half before being turned to ash. Who would dare to do that now?
Why would they not leave out the Chinese word?
I thought I would get to taste human flesh.
Oh shit, but once I mentioned the spirit master from the tale, I heard every ghost's face pales. They run soon after, which piques my curiosity. At last, one of them confesses.
The Spirit Master's mausoleum is up north. Go on your own. Don't make me escort you.
The mausoleum is vast yet desolate. There are only there are only fragmented pillars and halls that have collapsed in on themselves. The air is so still that even the wind is quiet. Time has seemingly stopped. Hold on. Time has seemingly stopped, and only the faint sounds of my footsteps crushing the tall grass breaks the tranquility. I feel as though I've seen them before. I lift a hand without thinking, tracing an outline of the ruined palace, as if I might piece together what it once looked like. A light blue dragonfly lands on my finger. Is it the same one from before? It flits forward and hovers mid-air as if waiting for me to follow. Depends, y'all. It lands on a tall, broken statue. Oh, my horns. Whatever.
To honor him, humans built a mausoleum and statues in Hesperian Reach. They worshipped and prayed to him every day and every night.
I look toward the sunlight, but half of the statue's face has been destroyed. Time has worn away the other half to the point where it's almost unrecognizable. Emotions stir in my heart. They're strange and muddled. It's as if the ancient silence around me is swallowing them. My gaze drifts to its hand where a stone ring rests on one of its fingers. It resembles half a blooming lotus. A thin thread of light slips out from the lotus. It wraps itself around my finger and solidifies the ring's other half.
O sun and moon, be the mirrors that witness. Mountains and streams mark the river of time.
A divine blade reflects blazing sunlight as it shines on the poised, striking figure holding it aloft. Incense smoke curls around an altar as banners flutter in the wind. He moves to the beat of the drums and bells. Each step he takes is slow and deliberate as he chants solemn prayers. Colorful ribbons stream from the ornate beast's head, mask rippling with his movements, like cloud trails following a descended deity.
1,000 years without calamities. 100 generations of absolute prosperity.
Humans gather below the platform and bow to express devotion. Their reverent gaze rises toward the heavens and the figure who shines like the sun. Caleb? No. This is the Hesperian Reach in the past, and he's the spirit master in that tale. When those thoughts appear, the scene before me shifts as though the dream unwound. Spirit Master has removed his ornate mask. The distant divine figure that is the epitome of purity seems to be within reach. This is why they did that banner back in February. Like, we can have these outfits.
Why are you staring at me like that? You forgot who I am?
It's on the stone steps while using a small knife to carve something.
You kept pestering me about wanting a mask as impressive as mine. Am I mistaken? But it's too heavy for you. You'd only be capable of wearing it for a second.
Under his knife, the beast bone becomes refined.
I caught another beast and brought back its skull. It's the same as the one used to make my mask. I figured I could make an accessory that would suit you. Come closer. Do you like it?
Why does it sound familiar? I try to walk towards him, but heavy weights are shackled to my consciousness grows heavy with each step.
Once it's finished, I'll tie colorful ribbons onto it. You'll look beautiful when dancing. Why are you...
A pair of arms catches me, and the subtle intoxicating fragrance of lotuses drift close.
Are you alright?
Hesitant, I touch his face. Cool, but his breath that caresses my skin carries a faint warmth. I wasn't dreaming.
What happened?
That statue. I stop myself. The lotus ring isn't on my finger, and this destroyed statue is the same as before, silent and unmoving. It was a dream. Yet it was so lifelike and vivid that my heart raced.
What matters is that you're alright. Many humans died here a long time ago. Years have come and gone, yet their souls still linger. Although they can't touch us, losing ourselves in their memories will be troublesome. If you ever find yourself wandering by yourself, don't visit this mausoleum.
Alright. So, did you come to find whatever you lost here?
Correct. But it seems I've only been met with misfortune.
Why would it be in the Spirit Master's mausoleum, though? I heard that this is the resting place of a Spirit Master who lived in ancient times. Share any past ties with him? Caleb doesn't immediately react to my question, as if he expected this.
In the mortal realm, the more precious something is, the more likely it's buried with the person they deemed the most important. In an area as desolate as the Hesperian Reach, this mausoleum is the only place that might still hide anything of value.
You're correct. Possible I only saw a lingering fragment of that Spirit Master's soul. His yearning for his sister refuses to fade. I wrap my arms around Caleb.
Why are you being affectionate all of a sudden?
Glad we won't be separated. We'll be together forever. He pulls me closer, and the lotus-shaped accessory on his ear caresses my hair. Resting against his chest, I don't notice how his gaze lands on the statue. Where on his chest would you rest your head without being poked? Right in the middle of the boobies or something? And therefore, I also overlook the faint carvings around the statue's waist where the exact same lotus-shaped accessories are. Called it. Fairly obvious. Boop. 100. Yo! Hundreds of lanterns come to life in every street and alley. As the last sliver of sunlight fades, all of the Hesperion Reach's ghosts appear outside. They stomp and they flail to the rackets of drums and pipes. Singing, or rather howling, they merge to create a long parade. Awoo! Me when I see Caleb. What exactly are they doing?
It's a festival. You can call it a divine ritual.
What? Perched on the rooftop, I watch the chaotic spectacle, confused yet entertained. Every ghost is earnest about this. Their faces are painted in garish, terrifying colors. They wear clothes that barely fit. Stilt walkers wobble dangerously. Those beating the gongs don't follow a beat, and the ones swinging swords chop off the limbs of others. What the fuck? Blood touches almost everything in sight. What is happening? Is this another instance of them imitating the mortals from back then? They're playing?
Yes, but they do have wishes.
With one arm okay, I'm not gonna lie. I have to pee, and him just pouring water or whatever into a cup just... Yeah. With one arm around my waist, Caleb reclines and lifts a wine vessel. A jar floats over to him and fills it to the brim. For the past few days, he hasn't found the item he lost. Yet he somehow obtained a jar with excellent wine.
Listen closely to their screams.
I strain to make out the word. Serve without them. The parade carries a ghost who's been gutted. It rearranges its inside as others snatch pieces. I almost forgot these ghosts aren't any different from the ones outside.
It's hard to say how long they've lived like this. It's pitiful that not a single immortal bothers to listen to their prayers.
Aren't you one, dude? Immortals don't even answer to humans. Why would they listen to ghosts? Okay, fair. However, they seem to be enjoying themselves.
Do you like what you see?
And I just saw a nipple, so yeah. It's not exactly gorgeous, but is there another place where you can witness ghosts host a divine ritual? I know. I mean... Oy. Nom nomin. Seeing my amusement, Caleb lets out a low chuckle and hands me the wine vessel that's filled with liquor. It's clear and bright like a scoop of moonlight.
Drink. It'll ward off whatever's outside.
Sims? I haven't played Sims. Aw, man. We could totally do this then, huh? How's your run going with BG3 and Zane and Silas? I would love to try one and have, like, the mods and stuff, but... Sorry, I have to continue. The in my head or like blah. The wine is strong but surprisingly smooth. More plumes throughout my body as... Fall. What's Greedfall? Greedfall sounds familiar. Fall. Greedfall. Greed. That's a game. Excuse me. That's a game. That's not a game. I have no idea. Greedfall, the Dying World. Oh. Oh, that's right. It's on my wish list. Okay. Yeah, we good. We Gucci gangs. I mean, I didn't mean to do that, but I guess we shall continue. I hope you get it done fast and get back to your BG friend with all the toys. I want to try Sims. If it's broken and watch me fix it like I know anything about technology. How did you manage to find such good wine? Don't tell me there's a ghost brewmaster. No, you're fine.
It's a secret.
It would have derailed just staring at Caleb's chest anyway. He jumps down from the rooftop and turns. His arms are wide open. Exactly. Catch me.
Let's go have some fun.
Or you say come, I'm like broski. Brother. It did! It looked at me first. I have to say, he says the word C-O-M-E and then I say broski. And, like, tell me to stop saying bro, brother, bruh, all that stuff. Like... Beyond the parade, a night market has appeared. Ghost Chef swings 3 cleavers at once as they chop with ferocious enthusiasm. Yeah, there we go. The stalls are lined with oddly shaped trinkets. Their craftsmanship isn't as polished as a human's. There's a unique charm. We've barely walked down half the street, yet my arms already carry a boned wine chim, a casket fragment with many colors, and a beast tooth hairpin. Auntie-bro. I see that nipple hiding behind a tassel. I know, you can't fool me. Nuh-uh. I'm not greedy, it's just that whenever I glance at something twice, Caleb gives one look and...
Stay away! Take it! Take whatever you want! Please!
I accept everything with a look of apology. Caleb flicks my forehead. Oh. Oh, they're dry now. Woohoo!
Shouldn't you express your gratitude after taking all of that?
Nipple.
We should prepare a return gift and deliver it together. A few severed tongues should suffice.
No! Don't come any closer!
The ghosts run into the parade while shrieking. I don't know if the frenzied ghost will trample it flat.
Is there anything else you like?
Jeez, is this? His gaze drifts down toward... Bleh. His gaze drifts towards 2 more trembling ghosts. Before they panic and run, I grab Caleb's arm. We have more than enough. The Nether Wardens at Nether Falls will be happy for weeks. I sift through our haul and hold up one pendant to him, and then another. They're mediocre. My Caleb is the best in this world. Only flawless things are worthy of his attention.
Is that what you think? What exactly qualifies as flawless?
Why is he speaking like that? Sir. I pretend to mull it over, and then I smile and wrap my arms around his waist. Me. Aren't I the best sister you could ever ask for in this world?
In this world, you're the best. And you taste incredible.
I told you he ate earlier. Someone loudly gasps nearby.
Doing that when there are others around. How shameless. Is there even a sense of decency?
My flabbers have been gasted.
This is the first time I've seen a live... Never mind. You're a ghost, and you have the gall to lecture about the concept of decency?
Boop. I can't help but laugh. With those stunned gazes stare at us, I kiss Caleb again. Mwah.
Their eyes are about to fall. I can pluck them and find colorful strings to make a charm for you.
I know what I'm crocheting next. The drums resound in the distance and the parade becomes more frenzied. I turn and my eyes widen. A towering platform sits at the far end of the street. Upon closer inspection, I realize it's built from countless bones, lacquered in a glossy blood red, and studded with beasts, skulls, and fangs. This is brutal, and I'm kind of digging it. The extravagance is cold, eerie, and menacing. What will they use that for? Caleb drags a ghost towards him.
Ah, which bastard grabbed me? Don't get in my way. That treasure will be mine.
There's a treasure.
Ooh. When it recognizes Caleb, it becomes obedient.
At the very top, there's supposedly a treasure. Whoever grabs it will be the Hesperion Reach's leader and will get the largest share of meat.
Several layers of black and red silk cover the top part of the platform. It's hiding something. Shit, they found that thing! Ghosts are already tearing one another apart as they climb. Their snarls and screams rise like the waves. Since they're calling it a treasure, it's most likely something valuable. Ooh, good call. Crack my knuckles in anticipation. No! Stay here, Caleb. I'll bring it back for you.
Wait. I made sure you were dressed up. Now you want to throw yourself into a mess of blood and flying limbs?
Say it like that, yeah.
I'll bring it to you.
Nipple. But I want to give it to you as a present. It's pointless if you do that.
You're not wrong. Then.
He picks me up with one arm. Boy.
I'll bring you to the top, and you can grab it. Then, you'll give it to me as a gift.
But we can do that? He smiles and jumps. We surge as blood droplets scatter behind us. Why? Why is there blood? Within seconds, the brawling ghosts are toppled. Surprised, they stare at us. Caleb moves like the wind. We're in the air now. Squishy squish! A ghost that's halfway up the platform lunges towards us with its snapping jaws. He raises an eyebrow as golden lotus petals slice the air. The ghosts are knocked off the platform, and he shields my dress of its second nature. The ghosts come to their senses. Roaring, they swarm the platform. Trying to get through these loud background noises. Pathetic. Instead of rushing, he lifts me up and walks through the air. Circles the platform at his own pace. I forgot he has some gravity too. Yeah. Whenever a ghost climbs too high, he steps on its head and kicks it to the side. Caleb, there's another one!
I'll abide by your orders.
The ground is quickly covered with groaning ghosts. Pleased, I clap for Caleb. Hey! There's a soft clink as he lands at the top and brushes the layers of silk to the side. What do we find? Nothing makes a sound, and every gaze is directed at us. What is it? What is it? What is it? The last layer of red silk is removed. A mask made from beast bones rests at the center of the platform. Old. The imposing horns have been reduced to broken stubs, and there are cracks in the skull. Its bright lacquer is faded to a dull gray, and tarnished bronze ring hangs from thin straps of silk. For some reason, the mask is familiar. I'm reminded of Caleb. Without thinking, I pick it up. The mask is heavy. My fingers ache. Caleb stays silent as I put the mask on him. It fits perfectly as if it belongs there. Caleb, the mask is yours. Or it... Memories surface only to slip away. Like trying to hold on to water in a river. Doesn't matter how tightly I grasp it. Caleb removes the mask.
If it won't come back to you, don't force it. When the past is too distant, it's not worth grieving over. You and I. We're two flowers from the same stem. Life and death will never separate us. That's what you shouldn't forget. Everything else...
Gently closes my eyes.
just let it go.
When did I return to... I touched my head as I sit up. I don't remember when I fell asleep or how I traveled from Nether Falls. I remembered something. My piano is... but the more I try to reach for it, the emptier my mind feels.
You're awake?
The bed dips beside me as it hits, and touches my temple that's still damp with sweat.
Were you that tired for the past few days? You slept for more than 20 hours. I did everything I could to wake you up, but you didn't budge.
I slept for that long? Everything feels foggy. I only vaguely recall staying at the Hesperion Reach with Caleb for a few days. But I can't remember anything before I fell asleep. Caleb, how do we return?
You forgot. The Hesperion Reach is the source of the River of Oblivion. We followed it downstream. You even brought all these baubles with you. You wanted to give them to the Nether Wardens.
Said you wanted to find an item in the Hesperion. Find it? I struggle to remember until I finally grasp a faint thread from a single...
I found it, yes.
He gives a small smile and lowers his...
It wasn't important. Don't worry about it. You're still going to daydream? Did your slumber shuffle your thoughts?
Sir. Maybe. I try to remember what happened before I slept, but to no avail. A dull ache settles. My body is seemingly trapped in a fog. I feel light, adrift, sluggish. Close my eyes.
All right. You've slept long enough.
Picks me up and carries me toward the doorway.
You won't be sleeping the next time you close your eyes. It'll be because you fainted from hunger.
Oh. Alright, I got a potty. BRB. Hello, I have returned. Fastest pee break ever. So fucking old. Okay. Let's go! That was loud. Happened to her. After restoring my spiritual power, I sleep for another 2 or 3 days. When I wake up, I feel lighter and more alert. The missing memories still haven't come back, but I've figured out several things. I'm out of breath now. I'm trying to get comfy in this chair. Woo! I need to work out more. Okay. That old spirit master didn't mention Hesperian Reach on a whim. She wanted to send me there. But why? Was she trying to use me for...
Why did you take mine? That one is yours. You grabbed the wrong one.
The Nether Wardens gather around me. Curious, they poke the trinkets I brought back. I return to the present, call 5-5 over, and give him most of the baubles. They're for you. Think of them as an apology gift.
Thank you, my lord.
The bite mark on his face hasn't completely healed. He musters a sheepish smile. Why haven't you fully recovered yet?
It's because... That noise! No, the nether bridge! It collapsed again!
What? What? Another bridge spans over the river of oblivion, and every soul must cross it. It's ancient, but not fragile to the point of falling apart often. Again.
As of late, there have been so many souls.
Why?
A few days ago, they crushed it, moments after we repaired it.
Well, that's just rude. The Nether Wardens groan and hurry away, leaving a flurry of footsteps in their wake. I soon follow them. Happening. Stop!
Stop pushing! We're gonna be trampled on! Someone! Help! Let me out!
Souls are overflowing both ends of the Nether Bridge. The churning river possesses flailing figures. What an image. Some of the Nether Wardens scramble to repair the bridge while the others struggle with makeshift fishing fishing nets. They're trying to bring the drowning souls ashore. Since when were there this many souls?
After you left Nether Falls, it wasn't this bad before. That's why 5-5 is recovering slowly. Everyone is too busy.
The Nether Wardens try to restore order, but their soft voices can't overcome a cacophony of restless, resentful souls. I slice a tree and its trunk crashes into the river. If you want to reincarnate, then be quiet. I can also help you if you wish to die again. Everything is quiet for a moment. Then the souls listen to the Nether Wardens and form a line. Wait. I hop onto the trunk and stand above the struggling souls in the water. I have questions, so you'd better answer me. Damn, girl. Woman! The problem with the nether bridge has been dealt with, so I return to the lotus pond. Lost in thought, I rest on the water's surface. I assumed that the souls belonged to those who were killed by ghosts. But after my interrogation, I learned that most were victims of calamities. That old spirit master mentioned empty villages in the realm. More humans are dying. If there's a problem, then it's only a matter of time before the nether realm encounters its own issues. Caleb might exhaust himself. I should check on the mortal realm tomorrow. Thought has barely formed in my mind when a gentle touch brushes against the temple.
Why are you frowning? I heard there was an incident at the nether bridge. Did those souls upset you?
They're not worth it. I was worried about you. I tell Caleb what I've been thinking. Smiles.
Look up.
I do as he says, but at first I'm confused and then I see it. The sky looks clearer? Other falls is where yin and yang meet. Mixture of their energies, sky with dreamy colors. Some of the mist has dissipated. I can faintly see stars. Caleb once told me that every cloud in the nether falls shows how the heavens' yang energy mixes with the nether realm's yin energy. The clouds aren't as thick. Has Mount Dingshu's arrays stabilized? I quickly sit up. Caleb, did you repair did you repair the array?
Of course. It was done while you slept as if nothing in the world could wake you. Even if the mortal realm is headed toward destruction, it won't happen for thousands or tens of thousands of years. The nether realm is safer as well. You don't need to worry.
You'll always be the most remarkable person I know. So I didn't need to be concerned. I let out a sigh of relief and wrapped my arms around his neck. Said fingers. What did you use? An artifact? Or... I trail off. Something's not right as a strange chill touches my arm. I notice his knuckles turning blue. Why are you so cold?
You haven't visited Mount Dingshu for a long time. Did you forget how cold it is?
Stop lying, boy.
In comparison, Nether Falls is warm and pleasant.
Mount Dingshu always that cold? Its summit reaches the highest part of the sky. Frigid, but the other parts of the mountain aren't freezing. Excuse me? When I mull over his explanation, Caleb rests his head on my lap. Arms hold me as if he's carrying a small hand warmer. Are you tired? Should have noticed sooner. Even though he's strong, fixing an array that supports the heaven and the mortal realm pained him. I pushed down my questions and close. Wished the cold would disappear.
You always know how to comfort me.
Why didn't you bring me with you? I could have provided aid.
It's because I need you for something else. It's more important than the array.
Tell me what it is. I'll do it. He nuzzles my leg, sir.
Sing for me.
I'm not singing. Oh, wait. It's not a difficult request, but it's not something I can do easily. A lullaby would help him rest. Fortunately, all the songs I know are... When the midnight shadows shake, ghosts cry out from the branches as their bodies ache. Anyone who forgets to return home turns into bones. Oh, voila. Don't laugh, I only heard those sorts of songs in the mortal realms, but in what I sang was the gentlest.
Yes. Even a terrifying song sounds pleasant when you're the one singing it.
Don't lie. Cough. My innate talent can't make every melody pleasant. You might not know, but some taverns in the mortal realms have singers who make their voices screechy. They sound awful, and... I swallow the rest of my words, but Caleb is already looking at me. Give me that look.
Is that so? I suppose you've seen more of the mortal realm than I thought. Maybe you should take me to one of those taverns. I want to hear how terrible those songs are.
No, you can't hear them. I cover his face with my sleeve. He already draws too much attention to the Hesperian Reach. I won't let him visit a more dangerous place.
All right, I'll behave.
Lotus Pond is quiet. Time passes, and I wonder if Caleb has fallen asleep. Then he speaks.
You used to sing countless songs.
He almost never talks about my past. My ears perk up.
People always stop to listen. Even the wind. But you only sang for me.
Sounds like something I'd do. I nod. What were my songs about?
Many things. The sky, the land, mountains, rivers, storms, rainbows. Every single wonder in this world. I heard each and every one of your songs. That's why I would...
Can't tell if he's too tired or simply refuses to say more. Carefully, I ask him. And any one of those songs? I want to hear it.
I'm not a good singer. I've also forgotten most of the melodies. I only remember a few words. When the heavens were created, its voice tolled like a bell cultivated. When the mortal realm was created, its breath was like the wind calculated. When mountains were created, they were green and stretched endlessly like wealth accumulated. Wandering souls returned to the hills of their home with no concerns.
His words are akin to mist as it fades, and his voice becomes quieter. He fell asleep. I run my fingers through his hair in hopes of chasing away that chill. Oh my god. My fingertips touch something. Don't you dare. A petal? Nether Falls is always covered in flowers. The petal is ordinary, so it's not that odd I found it in his hair. I thought they were going to be horn. However, it carries an unusual energy. Ghosts have it. In places with hordes of ghosts, rarely absorb this much. The petal has much energy as a full-fledged ghost. Only one place would have plants tainted like this. Hesperion Reach. The plants there are always around ghosts. Their presence eats away at everything until nothing pure remains. Caleb said he returned from Mount Dingshu. So why does he have a petal that came from the Hesperion Reach? The minor detail, yet a profound unease ripples inside the depths of the heart. Doesn't surprise me that he would lie about something, but like, what the heck is happening? I still don't know. I suppose I'll continue. Fuck, man. I have so many questions. Perhaps because the seals on Mount Dingshu were stable once more, The endless surge of souls into the Nether Falls finally began to slow. The restoration of magical arrays caused a few tremors in the realm, but they proved to be nothing more than a false alarm. I went to the mortal realm and watched as it finally caught its breath, snatched back a slim chance at survival, and crawled back from the edge of ruin. Now the land has settled into a familiar limbo where it is not quite dead, but not quite alive. I had planned to visit the Hesperion Reach next, but a strange thing happened. When I dipped my hand into the river of oblivion, I could no longer feel the Hesperion Reach's presence. It was as if that place had never existed at all. I know Caleb is hiding things. I've always known. But never have I felt an unease like this. Yes, it was a small petal, an insignificant discovery. But once the seed of doubt is planted in my heart, it takes root and grows beyond my control, spreading deeper every day. My lost memories, the past that Caleb is trying to conceal, the tales of the Hesperion Reach's spirit master, the shifts at Mount Ding. Individually, these pieces seem unrelated, but I can feel the invisible threads connecting them all. I do not dwell on the past, or what cannot be undone. I simply refuse to remain in the dark, safely sheltered behind Caleb's back. What is happening? I don't want to play anymore. I've had enough.
You're actually giving up?
I want to know, what is your hand? Why is your hand in a glove like that? Have you lost, like, your human hand? Are you a ghost? What happened? Why do you look like Silas like that? Caleb tosses a few pieces into the air. With a smug smile, he lazily catches them.
Do that, and you owe me 630 years of tending to the lotus pond. Oh, and my Caleb is the best. You need to say it 630 times.
What's the significance of 630? Six is June, birth month. I thought your birthday was the 13th.
How does one more round sound? If you win, we'll agree that your previous losses never happened.
You said that when I lost for 320 years. I pushed the pieces aside, feeling nothing but regret. I originally brought the Junqui set from the Mortal Realm to figure out what Caleb has been hiding from me. This game was invented only recently. How could Caleb already know how to play it? Once he loses, I can use that as an opportunity to make him confess. But Caleb listens to the rules once and beats me in the first round. Refusing to give up, I make him play several more rounds, and I only have a disastrous outcome as my reward.
This is the last round. If you win, your losses won't be counted. I'll even fulfill one request. If you lose, you don't need to take care of the lotus pond anymore. You only need to say, "My Caleb is the best," 630 times. Make sure to slowly enunciate each word.
I can't let his offer slip away. I hesitate before reaching the Jiangqi pieces.
I suppose I lost.
Calmly, he sets the last piece down.
What do you want? I'll agree to anything.
Caleb, you're not very good at pretending to lose.
And so long as you're happy, I don't mind a loss or two.
I move closer to him. Slightly awkward, I hook my finger around the beads on his wrist. You knew what I wanted was to ask you something.
If I didn't notice how obvious it was, I'd be more than a disappointing brother.
Then, Caleb, you and I are each other's most important person. No one can understand us better than ourselves.
Yes.
In the past, the present, the future, whether we're in the mortal realm or the Nether Falls, always believed this to be the case.
The fact that you're mentioning this means your request isn't trivial.
He waits as if he already knows what I'm going to say. I hesitate before mustering my courage. I want to ask, what was the item you found in the Hesperion Reach? Is the Hesperion Reaches connected to Mount Dingshu? Are you hiding something dangerous from me? The questions I've held for so long reveal themselves. My heart feels lighter, but it still races with worry.
Why do you want to know?
Ever since you returned from Mount Dingshu, I've never felt at ease, and... I touch his chest. We are from the same source, and after all these years of being together, we can easily sense each other's emotions. I can feel the restlessness hiding deep inside him.
All right. I'll tell you everything.
He looks relaxed, as if I asked him about what he ate yesterday. He agreed just like that? Even prepared a speech to persuade him.
Didn't you say you wanted answers? Why do you look surprised? Are you worried I'll ask you to do something scary?
Gave in too You gave in way too easily.
You also hold the title of the Lord of the Netherrealm. Knowing about these matters is your right. And the time has come.
Well.
You could never hide behind me forever. My baby sister is braver than that. Words aren't enough. You must see it for yourself.
Conjures his nether seal in his right hand. Ghostly light cuts off the drifting petals and open a rift.
Come. I'll show you the answers you want.
It's dark, cold, suffocating. As breathing makes my chest burn, something presses against my lips. Cool, steady air flow into me.
Do you feel better now?
Philip holds me in midair. I nod. This strange, all-consuming, suffocating feeling. Familiar. Is this Mount Dingshu? The rest of my words die on my tongue as my eyes widen. Before me stretches a massive cavern. Depths are so dark that it resembles a grand underground palace. Countless stone alcoves stretch from the highest point of the mountain wall to the depths. Filling every corner, I can almost believe a forest of stone stands before me. There is a nipple just staring right at me. I'm trying to be. We're in a serious moment. I can't be right now. Each place glows with gold, blue light. It appears thousands of lanterns from afar. Beautiful yet eerie, each one radiates a biting chill.
We're in the depths of Mount Dingshu. The purest yin energy gathers here.
I realized that the chill I felt back then, it was from this place. This must be one of the places where the array has weakened. But why is the energy of ghosts so abundant? An unfortunate thought flashes. I tighten my grip on Caleb's arm. Caleb, don't tell me these alcoves are... He doesn't answer. Simply lowers his head, gives me another soft, cool breath.
Don't push yourself. If you feel overwhelmed, tell me.
As we pass through the barrier formed by glowing symbols, screams explode in every direction. It's as if the mountain is crying out. From within the countless alcoves, twisted claws reach out, the rage and despair trying to crush my chest. I didn't mean to cut that one off, my bad. The alcoves, or maybe stone cells, are more apt, glow with cold blue fire. Each flame looks tranquil, but the cold is worse than searing heat. Beside them, ghosts burn in the cold flames, or their insane kin tear them apart. And even when they die, the yin energy revives them. They're trapped in a perpetual cycle of suffering.
Help me, please. I don't want to stay here.
In the nearby cell, half of a mangled face appears. Despite its features being twisted, I recognize it. You're one of the ghosts from Hesperian Reach? The fuck?
It's him!
No! Lock him away! Rot like us! For suffering this boundless darkness!
You're... Fate delivered you to me! How could I show my gratitude? Those centuries at Mount Dingshu, it was worse than death!
Screams and howls bounce off the cavern walls. I start to process what I'm seeing. Caleb, are you using the ghosts to keep Mount Dingray intact? Ghosts that ate brides and others before it, they had been in prison here. Why? My question disappears under those sounds. Caleb frowns and moves his hand. In an instant, every ghost is pulled back into a stone cell. Eerie and fierce, the icy flames burn brighter.
The yin energy here continues to eat away at the yang energy. If Mount Dingshu's array breaks and yin and yang become unbalanced, this world might become a domain for ghosts. A real purgatory filled with evil spirits.
He looks up at this vast icy prison, cavern filled with ghosts.
It was an accident when I discovered that they can slow the yin energy. For ghosts whose only instinct is to eat humans, this is the most suitable end.
How did you know all of this? I'm also the Lord of the Netherrealm.
It's my fault.
What?
I left you behind many years ago. You suffered and lost most of your memories. You can ask me anything. I'll tell you the truth. And if you don't want to bear the burden, you can offer it to me. Hatred, pain, despair. I will never let those bitter things approach you again.
I want the truth, even if it hurts. We should carry this burden together. I tighten my grip on his hand. Tell me, Caleb. What happened back then? Was this world truly overrun with ghosts? Caleb doesn't answer. He pulls me close and rises into the air. We leave the suffocating energy to the ghosts and land on a stone platform. Only now do I realize how cold my body is. The shock must have affected me that much. I bury myself in Caleb's embrace. As warmth returns, I look at him. Wait. Sir, not right now.
In the beginning, there were 30 days of darkness in the mortal realm. The sun didn't rise. Then, light finally returned, but it was brought by wildfires. Hills and valleys burned as far as the eye could see. Then there was a drought that lasted for years. With no food and water, humans killed one another. A few ate the flesh of their own kin. And then, the ghosts appeared.
Where did they come from?
Since yin and yang were unbalanced, calamities corrupted them. Fear, despair, hunger. Twisted thoughts from the living fed that corruption. So it grew. Ghosts appeared one after another, and the world became fragmented.
He lets out a cold laugh.
Who was the real monster? Those ghosts or humans?
So that old spirit master described history, not tales. He remembers, my brother remembers. I'm the only one who forgot. So when Caleb sensed balance, that calamities might strike again, he started using ghosts to power the arrays and keep the energy under control. Yet I feel as though there's more to this. It's significant. I try to think, but I soon clutch my head. Maybe I learned too much at once. My mind is heavy and entangled with a fog. It blocks my path forward towards the truth. Perhaps it's more akin to a barrier. Uh-oh. A dull ache starts to throb.
Does it hurt? Those ghosts' energy is too strong. We can't stay here. We'll continue this once you've recovered.
All right. I fall into a deep slumber. When I wake, the heavy fog in my mind has thinned. Caleb lies next to me. I lift my hand without thinking, trace his brow and eyelashes. Ghost sealed under Mount Ding. Caleb must have spent a lot of time and energy maintaining it. Did he realize that the calamities would freeze before it happened? I don't want this world to be overrun by ghosts, but my wish for him to not carry this burden alone is stronger. Why is it always him? It's almost as if only guardian the world has. Excuse me. I won't let him become the spirit master from tales where he gives up everything only to lose his sister. Spirit master and his sister, Caleb and me, are we truly not connected? What if Caleb is actually... I shake my head again as the pain shoots through it. A warm hand rests on my head and starts gently stroking my hair.
Your head hurts again?
What was that?
You have nothing to say. Did I hide too much from you? Are you upset?
Dull pain fades and my thoughts reappear. If I have to answer, maybe I'm slightly upset. Slightly, though. But if I were you, I wouldn't have said anything either. You've always protected me and I can't bear the thought of you being hurt. I pull Caleb and sit up with him. Caleb, there's more you want to tell me, yes? Why else would you reveal what's buried under Mount Ding?
I sealed the Hesperion Reach and all the ghosts under Mount Dingshu. But they aren't enough to maintain the array and restrain the yin energy. I need more ghosts. Stronger ones. The array was only repaired recently. It's not stable. Someone must remain in Nether Falls in case something happens.
My eyes light up. Caleb needs my help. Let me handle this. I'll bring you those ghosts.
I want you to stay in Nether Falls and watch over Mount Dingshu.
That won't do. You know how uncomfortable I feel when I approach it. I barely feel hungry anymore. I'll be alright. Caleb has always been the one to live in the Nether Falls. He kills ghosts and bring back soul beads. But I'll help him this time.
There are ghosts hiding in a distant valley filled with a poisonous mist and ferocious beasts. You can't be there by yourself.
Think I'm weak then? So I can't help you?
Of course not.
Then let me go. I can do it.
No, you can't.
I promise I can.
And I promise I won't let you.
Where do you think you're going, sir? Why you walk out of the frame like that? The fuck? Eventually, after my persistent pestering, Caleb finally relented. What the fuck? I'm still shooketh by that. On a clear moonlit night, he escorted me to the gate of the two realms. He was clearly reluctant to let me go, showering me with endless parting words and even handing me his artifact for protection. I threw my arms around him, just as I had many times before when I was the one seeing him off, and nuzzled into his chest with deep affection. Be good, Caleb. I'll be back in no time. He gave a soft smile and promised he would. It felt so ordinary, a moment indistinguishable from any other day we had shared. There was no omen, no shadow of what was to come. That is why, for a long time afterward, I simply refused to believe that this was the last time I would ever see my brother. Almost done. Too weak. These aren't powerful. The valley is supposed to be dangerous, but beautiful. Clear water and rolling hills. It's so peaceful that anyone would say. I searched the area for a month only to find a few ghosts. They're so weak that they turn to ash when my blade grazes them. I'll ask Caleb when I get back. Maybe sent me to the wrong place. But this place is so beautiful. I should buy some paper and draw the scene. Then he can see. I catch a few drifting blossom to find the most gorgeous one for Caleb, but none of them are good enough. Dizziness and pain crash into me. I fall to my knees and watch blood drip onto the grass. Something locked away in the depths of my mind freezes itself. Memories flood into me. I feel a cord inside me break. Then it's silent. Caleb! No. My hands shake as I try to summon Caleb's artifact. Golden lotus flickers into my palm, then it disappears like smoke. His artifact is forged from his own power. If it's gone, then I must be overthinking. Yes, that has to be it. I need to go back. I need to find him. I stumble to the stream and dive in head first. Every river in the mortal realm is connected to the River of Oblivion. If I can return to the Nether Falls to see him, the icy water dulls the pain, and I swim towards Nether Falls with the strength I can muster. I forget how long the journey is. As the current ripple around me, fragments of memories rise and sink. They carry distant, faint echoes. Coming from the drum of the heavenly decrees.
Sir, it's not that I refuse to treat her. You must be well aware of it, too. It's not an illness that eats away at her soul. It's the calamity.
The mortal realm is destined to collapse, and she must fall with it. How absurd.
The monsters! They're here again to eat us! Spirit Master, you struck the drum of heavenly decrees. Please tell us, how can we survive?
You'll live. I'll give you that opportunity. And my sister, she'll also live.
The drum of heavenly decrees has spoken. Only your sister can save a world ravaged by ghosts. Only she can save the living.
Save the living. She's also a part of the living. Why? Why does it have to be her? Why must she sacrifice her life?
Through all the sounds and fragments, one voice rises above the rest. I know who it belongs to. So familiar that tears well in my eyes. Darkness surround me, yet scenes from the distant past appear. Night wind carries away the scent of blood and distant wailing. Fires on the horizon paint the sky a faint red. A jagged boulder sits a few steps away. A quiet figure rests on it, long hair falling past his waist. He holds a small knife and patiently carves a bone mask with practiced ease. Caleb. For the first time, I can clearly see his face. Then it becomes blurry. He smiles softly, then his thumb brushes against my cheek.
You woke up early. You don't want to sleep for a while longer?
No, I've slept long enough. I realize how far I've drifted from him, from these memories.
There's always something that must be dealt with. I promised I'd make a mask for you, but I never finished it. For the past few days, I rushed to finish it for you.
He sets the mask against my face. Intricate, beautiful, and still carries his hand with warmth.
It's better than I imagined. When you're well again, you can wear it while you dance and sing and run through the hills. It'll be just like before.
I try to touch him, but my fingers only create a ripple. He's gone, and the truth I had buried in the depth of my mind returns. Caleb. Yin and Yang fell into chaos. Mortals suffered, and ghosts land. 1,000 years ago, or perhaps even further back in the primordial past, the cataclysm that nearly ended the mortal realm reached its end on a moonlit night. Oof. If it's about to be dramatic, I gotta get comfy. The Spirit Master, revered by countless souls and their final beacon of hope, Caleb, my brother, my one and only, has left me. Farewell. The final word from Caleb drifted softly into my ears. One beat, then another. From the distant Hesperion reach, the drums of the heavenly decree broke through the air, their thunderous rhythm rolling and echoing between earth and sky. Every ghost in existence followed the sound. Drawn by the relentless thrumming, they surged like a tide toward the man who was beating the drum. I fought with everything I had to reach Caleb, but a barrier held me back. I couldn't even take a single step closer. For 10 days and nights, I listened in vain as the drums thundered on. Then, as the last veil of darkness began to fade, I heard the rhythm falter. Bit by bit, the sound sank into heavy silence. The Hesperion Reach is where the sun sets. And that day, the only sun I had ever had never rose again. Through the howling wind, a desolate chant began to drift. Rest now, departed souls, in the hills of home. Rest now, departed souls, in the hills of home. And then, what happened? It became clear to me that if none but the ghosts can cross into the deepest of Hesperion Reach, then I will simply become one of them. I will not leave Caleb there alone. Then began the endless slaughter. I killed the wicked and devoured the vile, soaking myself in blood and sin, but none of that mattered. I didn't want Caleb to wait any longer. I swallowed countless helpings of resentment, agony, and despair, until at last nothing remained but a hollow numbness. Those dark, chaotic days blurred together for so long I had forgotten who I was. I forgot why I even begun to kill. But there is a single thought remained. I will find Caleb. A dying ghost drags its broken body toward me. Spite fills its gaze.
You're a monster. Don't feel proud. You'll die soon. I bet you didn't know that to the west of the Netherrealm, at the Hesperion Reach, there's an immortal who roams and slays ghosts like us. He'll find you and tear...
Die already. Filth splashes all over me. I toss its head aside and lean into... My prey is stolen. A snarl erupts from my throat as I hurl myself at the intruder. He doesn't dodge. Instead, he embraces me and lets my claws sink into his skin. Blood falls.
It's me.
Who? Who are you? I only know Caleb. I'll finally find my brother. I thrash, I punch and kick and claw and bite. His blood coats every part of my body, yet he refuses to let go.
I'm Caleb. I'm your brother.
He gently wipes the blood from my face.
Come with me. Yes, these ghosts taste awful. I can show you a place with more delicious food.
No, who are you? Don't touch me. Leave. But then he endures every kick and scratch. He holds me close as if I'm something precious and that he refuses to lose.
I promise I'll never leave you again.
Caleb steps over collapsed tables, shattered burners, toppled lantern stands, and a layer of broken jars. From shredded silk, he picks me up.
Did I upset you? Is it because I wouldn't let you eat those ghosts? Or do you dislike these beautiful clothes?
He hugs me as I snarl and bare my fangs at him. He strokes my nape while fixing my disheveled clothes.
I know it's uncomfortable, but you can't keep eating ghosts. We must break that habit.
Jesus.
Behave. It'll only be a few years.
I bite his arm, my teeth piercing his skin. Is that what the fucking glove is for?
I suppose biting me is better than biting a ghost. Caleb.
300 years. 200 years?
Caleb.
Lib?
Maybe names are too difficult at the moment.
200 years?
Caleb.
He guides my hand to his throat. I blink and feel the subtle vibrations under my fingers.
I'm Caleb.
Caleb. He smiles as if this made him the happiest he'll ever be in his life. At the time, I didn't understand why he was so delighted, but I wanted to remember that smile. At long last, I remembered that smile once more. 500 years, 400, 300. So this was how Caleb found me, piece by piece, across all that time. As memories surged along my tears, I grit my teeth and swam through the vast waters and the salt of my own grief. Caleb, you promised you would never leave me again. I cannot lose you a second time. But when I returned to Nether Falls and reached Mount Dingshu, there are only ruins. Light blue ghostly flame burns from the depths and touches the heavens. This is the aftermath of a calamity. The colossal array that anchors the heavens in the mortal realm floats against the clouds like an indifferent, watchful gaze. A shattered bone mask is somewhat buried in the dirt. I pick it up and hold it. He left. My brother left me. The words echo again and again in my mind, but my heart refuses to accept them. Liar. I don't know how long I sit on the summit. I stare at the sky as the sun and moon switch places. Then the soft chime of ancient bronze bells drifts toward me. A light blue dragonfly has carried it.
My lord.
Where's my brother? I heard her voice in my returning memories. A mere mortal couldn't have lived past ancient times to be here in the present. Whoever you are, tell me where he is.
He's not here. He thought he could protect you from the calamity and return to your side as always. He succeeded. However, he couldn't come back.
What am I supposed to do then? He kept this world alive for me, but if he isn't here, nothing matters.
Do you want him back?
Turn my head.
If you agree to do me a favor, I'll help you find him.
Tell me. The dragonfly floats towards me, its wings releasing blue and red mist.
Long ago, only the mortal realm existed. There was no nether realm. The drum of heavenly decrees chose you. You are supposed to separate Yin and Yang as the lord of the nether realm, the very embodiment of the nether realm itself. But Caleb took your place and killed every ghost instead. Then he used his own strength to force the nether realm into existence. It took him centuries.
The mist surrounds us like a hazy dream.
But Yin and Yang were never truly separated. Hence why the calamities continue to appear. Only you two can end this cycle.
Her steadfast gaze, bearing the weight of years, settles onto me.
If you and Caleb separate the nether realm and the mortal realm, this world will no longer be fractured. Only then will I tell you how to bring him back.
I see. You approached me so we could do our duty to save this world. But why? Why must we carry this burden as our fate? The heavens sit above us, but they answer to no one. It never saves anyone. And we're supposed to accept that?
My lord, you still have a choice. But you are running out of time.
A choice? I laugh and wipe away my tears. I'll do it. I'll accept the consequences. I already lost him once. Nothing will be more painful than losing him. I don't have another choice, but I still have time. Guided by the old spirit master, I traversed every corner of the Netherrealm, gathering the lingering fragments of Caleb's soul piece by piece. I bore him back to the scarred ruins of the Nether Falls, cradling him deep beneath the lotus pond to await the day of his awakening. I breathed life back into the withered forest, working alongside the young Nether Wardens to nurture the flora of Nether Falls till vitality bloomed once more. As vivid blossoms carpeted the surface of the pond, the hours I spent there grew longer. I whispered everything to Caleb, how 7-9 has finally departed for carnation, to how skies of the Nether realm are clearing into blue. His soul remains fragile. I know not how long he must be tended to before those eyes open again. But no matter. Many, many years ago, this was exactly how he found his way back to me, bit by bit. This time, it's my turn to bring him home. I will be his heaven and his earth, his mountains and his rivers, his wind, his rain, and his rainbow. I will give him everything that he could ever want. 300 years later. Fuck.
Who are you?
I'm your little sister. You know what that means? He woke up only recently. Caleb's memories haven't returned yet. Face is pale. He shakes his head. It means I'm the one who loves you more than anyone else in the world. I'm the one who protects you, stays with you, and does everything for you. When suddenly, he hugs me. Stop. Caleb, do you remember me? He shakes his head again. His lips rest against my hair as his hand traces my temple.
I felt like I needed to do that.
So much time! His strength returns quickly. He reforges his artifact within half a month. His memories still come and go. I tell him stories about our past whenever I can. A long, long time ago, when we were in the Hesperian Reach, one spot brought me a jar of wine. I didn't realize until much later that it was the wine you had brewed for me, long, long ago.
Is that so?
I've always wondered, was it supposed to be our wedding wine? Isn't that why what you said? Isn't that why you said you wouldn't drink wine at our wedding?
I don't remember.
Why do I feel as though you do remember?
I honestly don't recall anything.
He tucks a hairpin in his hair.
I lost so many memories that I can't tell what's real anymore.
That's unfortunate.
But if we get married again, maybe I'll believe you.
You remember. Caleb has recovered. The moment I've been dreading has arrived. I must keep my word. By the Lotus Pond, I tell him about the vow I made to that old spirit master. I do my best to maintain composure. I'll stay here in the Nether Realm and send you to the Mortal Realm. Then Yin and Yang shall be separated. I wished that we never be apart, but if being together can only bring him pain and lead him to his death, I don't think I could live with that heaviness. Caleb is quiet for a long time. Then he laughs softly. It's bitter, as if he's mocking himself.
Why should I live in a world that doesn't have you?
Excuse me.
If Yin and Yang are separated and our paths diverge, can I truly live without you?
His fingers brush against my temple. His gentle, familiar touch has never changed.
Nether Falls is cold and dark. When you're scared, I won't be able to hold your hand. And when the nightmares wake you up, I won't be able to soothe you. You're saying I can't be your brother?
You'll always be my brother. That will never change. I lower my head so he won't see how hard it is for me to let go. When the souls arrive, I'll hear about the mortal realm. That's how I know whether or not you're well. And every soul that reincarnates will carry my yearning for you. Time became a fleeting luxury. We traversed every corner of the Nether Falls once more, and took in every sight as if there were no tomorrow. We mended every past regret and cherished every single moment we spent together. Until at last... our time to part has come.
Scared?
So long as you're here, I won't be. Let darkness return to the Nether Realm and every soul find its peace.
Let the light rise. The world shall shine again.
That was dope.
Well done. When I return to the world of mortals, I'll protect everything in your place. I won't let a ghost approach you again. I promise.
You don't have to do that. Being yourself is always enough. You'll always be my big brother. Hug. Caleb.
Anyone who leaves the Netherrealm must drink the Oblivion Dewdrops. It washes away every memory and bond. Even the threads of fate shall disappear. Drink it. Drink it and forget me. Forget everything that binds us together. Only when we forget can yin and yang truly be separated. It's the only way this world can survive.
I won't forget you.
I can't let you carry our memories alone. I said I'd free you. As the Lord of the Netherrealm, you shouldn't be bound to any burdens for that matter. So before I leave, fulfill my one last wish.
He's not gonna drink it.
Grant it for me.
He's not gonna drink it. An indeterminable amount of time passes. So much time has passed that the river of oblivion has completely dried up. It's cut off every stream in the mortal realm. So much time has passed that generations of Netherwardens have reincarnated one group after another. Hi, Princess Farron. I'm emotionally spent, so apologies.
Why does the Lord visit the Nether Bridge to hear souls talk about the mortal realm? Who's this Caleb she keeps calling out to in her sleep? How come we've never seen him? And why does she protect this lotus pond like it's her treasure?
They say the mortal realm is beautiful once more. Peace has touched every corner, and there are touching stories of love and loss. I can't see it myself, but I know the new Netherwardens are more perceptive than the previous ones. They also like to ramble. The Nether Bridge is livelier now.
You died recently, yes? What's the mortal realm like now?
It's even more beautiful. Humans have built large, grand temples for the mortal realm's ruler, and...
Someone rules the world of mortals?
Doesn't the Nether realm have its own lord? Of course there's someone ruling the mortal realm. He fills every temple with dozens of portraits. They all depict the same person, and she looks exactly like...
She suddenly points at me.
her. Everything is the same.
She's the lord of the Nether realm. It's impossible for her to be related to whoever rules the mortal realm.
Is it, though? I can't help but laugh. So, Caleb and I have been separated for so long that this world has almost forgotten about us. More time passes. One day, rain from the mortal realm reaches the nether realm.
They say that if you miss someone, rain shall fall wherever that person is. I can't imagine how strong that yearning must be if rain can fall here.
I pretend to be troubled, but I collect every raindrop with the nether wardens and store them. Perhaps this water can reconnect the mortal realm's river streams to the river of oblivion, and when those waters flow once more, I'll be able to cross over and see my Caleb again, and cause more calamity. Caleb, I promise to give you everything. I know that I am your most beloved, so please, wait for me just a while longer. The day will come when both our wishes are fulfilled. They forget. I don't think he must not have been truthful about that potion they took on the bridge. Still remembers her. Or he did take the potion but still has those memories, but doesn't know who she is. I still don't understand why he looks like very similar to Silas. That part I'm still confused about. But I'm sure